This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
I'm clear, y'all. I don't have no warrants, no none. Batman is good. But no, I mean, yeah, I'm saying nobody wakes up and just says I'm going to be Batman either. So I mean, it's not a normal thing, but it's needed. It's necessary for sure. Yeah.
In the line of work I do and what I specialize in, I know that at least 1 out of 5 people that we speak to or that are out here struggle with some sort of a mental health.
Yeah, I want to help with that too, to be honest. But I don't know exactly how to go about doing. I mean, working out helps, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, actually,
I'm not an expert.
I mean, if you're trying to help yourself with that, my question was going to be like, have you ever, struggled with any sort of symptom regarding?
All my enemies do. That's the people I have issues with. They're
what about you?
Completely. You? 4.2 GPA, top 10 of my class, diploma to distinction. I'm a genius. I've been a multi-millionaire several times, and I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't with it. Yeah, no. Hell no. I wouldn't let them. I don't believe in doctors. I think they don't know what they're talking. They got the highest, what rate? Did you know that? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they got the highest rate. They do a lot of evil.
Well, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Welcome to the pre-show. I am Rich Baritone, and this is going to be another Sunday edition of Saturday Madness once we get to the show proper. But we do have our first hello of this afternoon. At least it's afternoon where I am. If you're here, please welcome Mr. Smith. Please.
In hospitals is the highest rate of than anything. Yeah.
You've never had any history of like hurting yourself,
never
cutting yourself, or homicidal, something like that? That's great.
I'm aggressive sometimes because I'm a man, but I mean, I think that's normal and part of how I was raised. Yeah, but
and like the basic self-defense stuff. Like,
I know it better than anyone probably because I'm living it. Yeah,
like legally.
Yeah, I use 52 blocks. It's a system it dates back to Egypt, probably Atlantis. They use it in prisons for smaller guys to defend.
Atlantis?
Yeah, it's 52.
You say Atlantis? Oh shit! The guy should have dropped the butterfly net on his head at that very moment.
Blocks. It's a hand block, so anything they throw, you have a movement coming and you block over your hand. It looks like Egyptian. It looks like Anubis. Okay. It saved my life before out here. I mean, I've had plenty of issues down here, but they were all in the past, and it wasn't anything like that I would go to anyone. I don't run to people for my problems, to be honest. I don't go to y'all. I don't go to anyone. I always just defend myself, and that's it. I mean, I have to do that. You know what I mean? It saved my life though before. I've had dudes pull actual, like about that big, going into my truck, and and I survived because I was able to block it and stuff. So yeah.
And forgive my question. I mean, you're not, Ty, you're not living on the streets or anything like that, right?
No. Okay. I've got a home. I'm good.
Good. Cool. Awesome. Cool. Hey, well,
I'll come out here by choice. I'm not going to lie to you and do that because I'm not here. I'm far, and there's all the resources.
Because I'm not near, I'm far. Remember, this was in Brownsville, Texas. I'm not near, I'm far. Oh, my IQ hurts already.
Are here, so I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I haven't done that or I won't do it again. I thought about it recently. I'm just struggling financially. They pay me like 1/100 of a cent for 1,000 views, and I work harder than like anyone. I mean, I really go hard. When you go on there, you'll see, and I'm tired, so I know God has blessings coming for me, but in the meanwhile, I still have to survive and eat. I'm just trying to eat every day, to be 100% honest with you. Yeah, I just try to survive and make a positive change the best way that I can. So.
Hey, are you struggling with any substance abuse, anything like that?
Never. I've never touched them.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Hey, man, would you let me pay for your next meal?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, if you don't mind, I appreciate that. It's nice of you. You didn't have to do that. What else was I going to tell you? Yeah, that'd be cool to be able to talk to you though. But I was just, oh man, thank you, dude. But yeah, I was in there. I was in Correspondence for that little charge, and I mean, I was in the 65-man pod. I didn't get along with them because they're all punks. If you want me to be honest with you,
He didn't get along with them because they were all punks. It sounded like you weren't in any danger at all if they were all punks. Please welcome to the show one of the leading comedians in all of Sneedville, if not all of Purgatory. It's DZ1119. Say hi, everybody.
and I'm more like my father, like man's man. That's just how I am. If I take a loss, I'm gonna take a loss with my chin up. I'm taking on the chin. And then they put me in Alpha Pod.
You don't just take losses off the chin, if you know what I'm talking about. And he's about to talk about Alpha Pod. As we all know, that only means Pod A. It means absolutely nothing else. But you know what means something? Red Screen is here. Please say hi.
So you know what cases are in there, right? The ones you brought up, the highest profile with the H, yeah. And then the one dude was in for robbery, and I didn't get along with him because he was a coward. And I was about to get into it with him, so I told them either you can get me out of here and put me in a private cell, or we're going to get into it because I'm not going to keep putting up with his nonsense because he's talking crazy. So they moved me. They put me in solitary. So I went through like the whole thing. I saw the solitary confinement in Brownsville. I was in there. And I was in the 65-man pod. I was in the Alpha pod. So as part of my Batman journey, you know what I mean? I thought it was a teaching tool, learning lesson, you know?
I will read this for the listeners. It's from DZ. This will happen quite a few times during the show, I'm sure. He says, you can tell how much little Joseph has devolved just by the way he talks about his delusions with strangers nowadays. Yeah, and it's going to get him hurt, if not worse, eventually. This, to me, was the real first instance of him completely not being able to control his delusions anymore, and it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. That is also very true.
So you don't have access to resources, mental health resources as well, if that's ever needed. I'm glad that you.
It'd be good to have too. I mean, if I see people who need help, can I send them that?
Give them my phone number.
Yeah. Don't say it again on here because I got the mic on. But do you have a card too, or a card for that?
My phone number is public.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. They're all evil on here. Yeah, they're not good people. Do you have a card for that, or is it a number I can take after we get off here?
No.
Two more. Wait a second here. Okay. Made my first mistake. After all, it wouldn't be a show here on Negative 43 TV if I didn't screw up at least one time. I have two for the listeners, both from DZ. Little Joseph knows better, Rich. They put all the alpha males and gangsters together in Day Pod, and then all the nerds and civilians in Day Pod. I like that. Here's the second one, folks. Referring to what I said a minute ago about him being completely unable to control his delusions anymore, DZ says it's facts, Rich. He used to stay quiet. Now he'll tell complete strangers that he's Jesus Batman. Yeah, that'll be the undoing of him. Mark it down. You heard it here first.
Tell him
that's my work cell phone number.
To talk to you.
Yeah, if you can at that moment.
Because I mean, I come across folks like that. I was eating in one of these places the other day, and there's a little guy. I don't know if you've seen him. He's kind of acts like he's possessed a little bit. Do you know who I'm talking about or not? He's just shifty and moving in and out of the building. You know how it is sometimes. He might be using. I don't know, but nothing again. I don't judge anyone. But
you just did. I don't judge anyone. He might be using. That's a judgment. And honestly, that's okay. We all judge. We all judge. Judgment is part of making common decisions. It's really not a bad thing. Say hi to Mimi Loves, and that's a great thing.
Get him help, you know, if he needed help. I know about tropical a little bit. I don't know what they do there.
They do like good stuff. But yeah,
my mom is also paranoid schizophrenic, but she's holding it together pretty well. And I'm around to make sure she's okay. That's my only job here, really. So
you live alone?
Live with her.
You live with her, and you'll be with her.
Yeah.
And Officer Frank sounded very alarmed by the fact that he was living with his mother. Yeah, and he was right, too. It's always a dangerous situation for a Mindo when this this human scab is anywhere near her. This won't go on much longer, I don't believe.
Wellness check, what I've heard is that it is illegal. If you don't know the person, it's like me calling every day on someone in your family. You wouldn't like that, right? Because you're being bothered. I mean, you might be more used to it than me. I don't like people coming where I live at all.
Well, then stop living at your mom's, which I believe he has, and you won't get those. Those calls, they're not to harass you. There are people out here that are genuinely concerned about your mother's welfare when you are in the house. That's the absolute truth of the matter. Anytime you're around your mom, she's in danger. Probably one of the few people in the world that would be in danger by your presence. Well, maybe the only one. Mimi, you are most welcome.
I don't know if you know, just real quick, is there licenses and certifications I would need to, like, would I need security clearance or like to be able to help more, or can you just help the way I'm doing it?
Now, this is one of the reasons I played this particular opener. He's been talking a lot lately about exactly what he's going to talk about here. He operates above the feds. He's going to hem everybody up, blah, 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 blah. And what we are about to hear is Officer Frank telling him he's completely out his ass when it comes to these matters. Completely out his ass. You'll enjoy it.
Best way to help in any situation that comes as far as the
Info
is just be a good witness. You can.
Honestly, Ty, what myself and Bert are is we're professional witnesses.
You shut up now.
Have to go to court.
But he doesn't.
Professional witnesses to that investigation. The state of Texas, because of our license, allows us the authority to arrest, and detain when these criminal charges arrive, right?
Yeah.
That's the other authority that we as officers have. That's the difference, right? You don't have the authority necessarily to take somebody
Do whatever you
or
want.
take their rights away. Now, obviously,
you have a great attitude for a cop, because a lot of them don't have that attitude,
You have a great attitude for a cop. I've heard it dozens of times, and it's never less stunning. It's a statement that I just never get used to hearing. It's just loaded with juice every time you hear it.
I mean, I see it all over the country every day, so I really don't focus on that. There's other people who do. I'm not one that chases y'all or cares. I care, but I feel like it's better being the way I am. You know what I mean, right? Like, there's a way to do things, and I try to do things the right way, believe it or not, because I used to be a guy who didn't, not regarding you, but regarding any matter, I was very aggressive and didn't care. And now, I try to go. I mean, I just think there's a good way to handle in a positive way. I could see why somebody would think, oh, he's out of his mind. I'm not out of my mind. I just think so much quicker. And if y'all arrested me today, that's fine. I walk through it. I go through it. But
they should have taken you in for 72 hours. They should have taken you in and got that court order, which would have taken no time at all. They really should have done something with you at that point. And you're insane.
Nothing.
And the cops know it. That's why they're there. Why they were there.
And nobody could stop.
You and I are on the same page, Ty.
Cool.
All right, brother.
If I have a random question, can I just text them, or?
Yeah, you can text them. If I
don't mind?
Ty, if I don't answer the phone call, send me a text, send me a message.
Okay. I can call you too. It's all right when I can. Okay. I guess my only question before you go is, how would I go about licensing it where I could do what I want to do a little bit more?
I've never seen a license for that. I mean, man.
I know, huh?
Licenses that are like level 3 licenses where people carry guns, where like security.
I don't want that. What I want is, in other words, if the guy, let's say I catch him breaking into a vehicle,
you'll go the other way,
or some job or some way. How could I go about doing it? But be an independent agency where I could actually apprehend and grab him and get him at least arrested or held accountable. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean, you could try to do a citizen's arrest, but they're probably going to book me for, assault or something. I don't want that.
The thing is, there's a fine line.
Even though I wouldn't assault, I would just grab him and hem him up and have him there. But
grabbing somebody and
still,
I would just grab him and hem him up. What a choice of words when you're talking to a cop about yourself openly assaulting people, basically.
Could be considered, right?
It's already grabbing and touching
That's
somebody.
why we're probably having this conversation. Yeah.
Let me explain this. Like, so grabbing or touching somebody against their will is already considered an assault in the state of Texas. Now, also grabbing and restraining somebody's movement is considered unlawful restraint in the state of Texas. Then, you know, that's why we're police officers. We have the authority to detain and restrain people against, obviously, against their will, because of a criminal investigation, right? Or criminal charges. That's the difference between what we do and what, you know, you as a good civilian, a good Samaritan are doing.
And they really escalated it to that point. It's that bad now, right?
It's not an escalation, it's a de-escalation, and it's always been that way. What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, we all know what's wrong with him. Why did I even ask that rhetorical question? Let's go on.
Much can't do. I mean, that's pretty bad, bro, to where you can't even hem someone up and grab them. I mean, that's out there. I did bar security for 7 years, so I'm all about hands. I mean, I'm just going to keep it. Yeah, I don't care who it is. I always just defend myself, but
Right. Yeah.
And you get what I'm saying, right? I mean, you know, because we can have the conversation and where what you're saying is 100% facts, and we can be nice about it, but we know that, you know, when the situations happen, they just happen, no matter if it's you, if it's a regular guy like me. When the things happen, they just happen.
And he just told Officer Frank and Officer Burt, never forget Officer Burt, that he's going to do what he wants to do anyhow. Go fuck yourself. I added the go fuck yourself part, but he just basically told them that everything they told him doesn't mean shit to him, and he's going to do what he wants to do anyhow. Man, what a winner. Got one for the listeners from DZ. 115-pound man, did bar security for 7 years and is all about hands. And he follows that up with, he didn't even work in bars for nearly 7 years at all, as far as I know. And as far as I know, no, he wasn't in there 7 years.
Everything happens so quick, and that I know a lot about and I understand. So the way I see it, you know, Batman just has to do what Batman has to do, and there's so much crime, there's so much corruption, there's so much illegal activity.
And his idea of what he thinks a bouncer does is just stupid. I grew up working in restaurant bars sort of things. My first job in that situation, we actually had a bouncer. And he almost never did anything because hardly anything ever happened. The second job, there was no bouncer. But no, you just don't go in there and start beating the living fuck out of people that look at you the wrong way. Doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that in any way whatsoever. But of course, you wouldn't know that because he doesn't know anything.
I mean, I just feel like we need people like me to stand
I absolutely agree 100%. Yeah, I
appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you. Great meeting you. Let you get back to it. Have a great day, man.
See ya.
It was fun. Thank you. Yeah. Have a good one. Holler if you need me. I'll text you. See, that was a great conversation. He was super nice. That guy is cool. I think he gave me $10.
Indeed, he gave him $10. He's operating on a smaller scale than he will ever admit to. Hello again, Sneedville. I am Richbartone, and it is, believe it or not, negative 43TV's Saturday Madness, 2 Sunday editions in a row. I didn't get here last night because I was hanging out with a wife, and then I started to feel maybe not so great. I think the word listless is the word that they use. I'm fine now, but I did not feel at my best last night. So that is where I was. So what we're going to do right now, first thing I'm going to do is thank DZ for his super chat. Man, I really appreciate that, sir. What we're going to do right now, we're going to look at a few of his shorter streams during the week. We're going to try to avoid 2 streams in particular, two streams where he didn't have his microphone on, but yet somehow, some way, indeed, he was running his applause track, his laugh track. That's all you heard. We're going to desperately try to avoid that here. Let's go ahead and bring him up on the screen. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This first one here is going to be 9 minutes, 45 seconds long. It's called Batman is the Boss, just like every 4th video. Seems like that anymore. So hovering over the candy colored button, going full screen there, and let's go.
Yeah, like I said, man, this is Tyree Sneed, your boy. Like I said, CEO, Ball for Ball Fitness. You already know about this, the real deal, the legend, the prophecy, right? Like I said, every day we come out here and shine, man. These folks have already expressed, even the corrupt, that they jelly of me and me running my business.
That was my experience at Dible's, a place in Columbus, Ohio that no longer exists. Yeah, the bouncer was making really easy money. It wasn't really that kind of place at all, but they had one anyway.
They all feel some way, this and that. Like I said, all that stuff's nonsense. None of it exists. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to my place of business right now. I'm letting everybody know publicly. And every day I'm going to my place of business. Of course, I go to run my business.
I guess they call that a perk of the job, don't they, TZ?
I go to make money, right? My business is completely privatized. It's completely invite only at this point. Like I said, I'm now owed $100 because there's a $100 fee for competition. It's that simple. So
you heard it. You heard it right here. I'm sure that most of you have already heard it. There's now a $100 competition fee if you want to compete with Tyree Sneed. As much as I hate to admit it, I'm kind of competing with Tyree Sneed right now. Am I sending you $100? Am I sending you $100? The answer is, of course, no. And the idea of a competition fee is one of the most monged out things, yet creative, that I've ever heard. Please welcome Dutchy to the show. He's here live right now.
I got to get paid that $100, guaranteed. Everything I'm saying is real and actual, factual. Everybody backs me and supports me. Everybody love me, right? So again, this is all real. So again, what do you mean? Like I said, brother, you know what I mean? It's very simple, man. This is power speaking right here, bro. You understand? So like I said, I'm going straight to my business right now. I run my business every day. I don't ask permission. What do you mean? Why do folks keep going online and saying things online that aren't true? Why do they keep going online and talking on the computer? What that got to do with anything? You understand? I'm out here in reality every day, bro. You know what I mean? The superstar. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to go run my business again today, just like any day, right? And that's how I get my money.
So you're going to go run your idea? You're going to go run your idea. After all, you run businesses that you keep ideas. Means they don't exist. I just had to point that out for some damned reason. Yes, indeed, Dutchy. Computer. He works really hard at sounding really stupid.
Be making money on them bars working out. One of the dudes said he was the first human being getting paid off calisthenics. Well, I've been making consistent checks off of calisthenics, just saying. So, I mean, I guess you're not the only one.
No, the first man that made money off of calisthenics would in fact be Jack LaLanne. It's absolutely right. Pioneer of the fitness game, which you simply aren't. Please welcome the Magpie One here. I tend to call him Magpie or Maggie sometimes. Welcome to the show, sir.
You understand? We're going to keep on making our dough. We're going to keep on making our money. It's just that simple. I could care less who feel what way about it. So like I said,
and he arrives with one for the listeners. He says he keeps them as ideas so they don't fail or get copied.
Going to run our business. I'm going straight over there right now. Every day I'll be going over there, just like I'll be coming into town on the bat paws, brand new bat paws. They can't come close. Now it's got the back brake light. It's got the front light for the display on the dash and all that, right? What's up? So
they're bicycle lights, dude. They're fucking bicycle lights. And he does have a bike that appears to be functioning. Whose male genitalia did he drain to get that bike fixed?
Like I said, other than that,
if he did it by himself, it would be indeed a miracle. The dash, yeah, there's no dash there. There's just it's a headlight, and it's not even a brake light. It's just a backlight. Bicycles don't have brake lights.
Keep on doing what we do. Yep. And I'm going to run my business right in front of you, and I'm going to use all the resources that you created available, because it ain't nothing. There is no resources, right? And I'm going to keep on winning, and it's that simple. So
please welcome the inscrutable one. It's Yoda 052 here live. And he says on the bat, what? The bat scooter. The bat scooter.
Like I said, we going to get our money. Ain't nothing stopping over here. There's nothing and nobody who could ever stop my money or my business or anything I'm doing, and anything said to me, I'm responding to. You understand? Completely. So like I said, we run the streets, the whole streets behind me. They all back me. And like I said, we out here getting our dough. We run this entire neighborhood community. I run the valley.
You run from a lot of things, but run as in operate as in manage. Now you can't even manage your own life. Seriously, you can't even manage your own life. You're in charge of nothing. You're barely in charge of your bowel movements. Please welcome Sneedville's hardest working man. It's Sheriff Gonset. He's here live and he's here right now.
Just like I run New York, real king of New York. You understand? Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about. You understand? But it's clear as day. Other than that, also about being a mechanical engineer.
That's right. That's right, Yoda. Scooter. Let's hear what he has to say about being a mechanical engineer this time, 25 minutes after the hour, unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 10 minutes until the top of the hour. One of these days, I'll have a subscriber from up there. I just know it.
No, that's not what it is. What it is it's called law of attraction. I'm definitely a mechanical engineer already. I didn't watch a couple of videos. I've been researching this stuff for years. What are you talking about? Like I said, that's on you. That's on the system. The system hasn't provided just showing me how to do it. That's all they got to do. I'm going to learn it in 2 seconds. I'll learn all of mechanical engineering in 2 seconds because I did the research, because I teach it all to myself. So what do you mean? So again, like I said, all that stuff, folks wasting their time. I don't care what people have to say or if they're talking to themselves. That's irrelevant. It always was.
You do care. Otherwise, you wouldn't be online at all. You wouldn't be on YouTube at all because all you do is bitch about us and bitch about various things that have happened in your life. I guess a sheriff can tell us more about this, I think. Didn't he get shooed away from a couple of businesses this week for stealing Wi-Fi, and he got really, really pissed about it? If that's so, we could be approaching that video before too much longer.
So I don't know what the point of that is. I don't know why they act like it's somehow like I care. I don't. I could care less. I care about my money, though. $100 competition fee. My business is completely privatized now. It's invite only. Like I said, everything is real. Nothing needs to be explained. And these folks are jelly because I run a business, and they mad because I'm getting money. You can record me doing what I'm doing. I'm doing what I need to do to survive. I'm going to continue to do what I need to do. I don't know what they talk about, bro. Ain't nothing going to stop my money or anything I'm doing. I'm a grown man. And trust me, I own the system. I'm who defeated it. So what do you mean? So yeah, I'm going out there right now. Like I said, everybody knows what it is. I already said the rules. I already said how this is going to go. And everybody know it. So the point will be proven today.
Yeah, asking things like, what are the properties of a lever? How does a lever work? Instant silence.
Again, because I have no point to prove. Just like it will be every day. What are you talking about? I roll around on bat pods and run Gotham. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what y'all do, but to get in that kind of immature energy and think that that's going to change anything or work, that's the silliest thing I've ever heard of. I'm a grown man. See, that's the thing. Like, I understand what you're trying to do because I have to talk a certain way because I have rules to follow.
I'll take a look at Discord. That's in that was sent directly to me, right? DM'd.
You understand? So, like I said, that's a cop out. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, like I said, I want all them corrupt folks to watch me win. I want you to see that you can't do what I do on the bars. And I invite you specifically to come out and work out with me. But make sure that you bring some money. Make sure you got some bread. Just like that dude when I was going from that one state to New York. And the dude was talking about don't come with no money, right? And then his phone plan went out. These people are hilarious, man. None of these folks have a dime. We're in the middle of the greatest depression of all time. And they...
No, we're not. And it's funny how he projected his phone being cut off onto somebody else. It's absolutely amazing. Here is a very old friend of Negative 43 TV who joins us on this Sunday afternoon. It's Hatfield McCoy. Got some numbers after it too. 0311. Just ignore that.
I want to front and pretend. I'm not fronting and pretending. I'll run the streets, bro. We make all the money. We make every dime. What are you talking about? Everything's already monopolized, boy. Yep. So like I said, we're going to go get our money right now. Every day we're going to do the same thing right in front of them, stunting on it. And it's just that simple.
Here's one for the listeners from Magpie. To be a mechanical engineer, you need to know geometry, trig, and all the high-ends math. Yeah, I would have never been a mechanical engineer. My math quotient relative to grades here in the United States, it's embarrassingly bad.
I've been doing the entire time. Now, that was very subtle out of nowhere. And like I said, I don't know what you're talking about because none of that happened. Like I said, folks come on some fan stuff. Like I said, now it's just invite only. Only folks that can come to my business is if I invite you.
Well, I'm here right now, and I certainly was not invited and would be here even if I Even if I was invited, I'd be here. I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Maggie. How's the dog there? I was remiss in not asking right when you got here.
I haven't invited anybody as of right now, and it won't be online. So, like I said, I don't know anybody on the internet. I don't talk to them. And like I said, nah, I'm supposed to pretend. You got it all on camera, all the evidence right there. So what do you mean? Like I said,
I'm supposed to pretend. I'm supposed to pretend. Was that a moment of clarity, a little crack in the armor? I'm going with, yeah, it was.
Folks haven't done their job. What they've caused, and I mean, the fact that I have no faith in this system at all, and that they've shown me they're corrupt and literally basically shown me and told me right in front of me that they're against me for no reason. I mean, that's the craziest thing I've heard, but I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna win considering the Valley. The Valley is not supporting me, and I don't know why these other homies talking to me. Quit talking to me. I don't know you. You understand? I'm on my side. I'm doing what I'm doing. Y'all have a lot to say all the time, talking about I'll give you some money. I don't need nothing from you. I don't have any money. The Valley doesn't have any money, bro. What are you talking about?
We don't have money, yet lately you've been claiming that we all have jobs, and where's his money? Where's my money? So contradictory 100% of the time. Negative 43TV's special Sunday edition of Saturday Madness.
What are you talking about? Friend of none of you. Y'all folks be talking to yourself, man. That's why immediately they get into situations right after, well, they want to talk about being positive. Ain't none of y'all positive. If you was positive, you would have built something by now.
Tyree, I think he's making considerably less than that. It's taking him 4 months to generate any check whatsoever.
Like I said, all that fake talk, they want to keep having fake conversations in different corners. Have the conversation publicly. Anything you got to say to me, you say on a public platform. I get paid to talk, little homie. You understand? All of y'all. So like I said, ain't nobody said nothing. No public statement was issued. These people know that they ain't got nothing real.
I'm so happy to hear that. If you're like me and most people here in Sneedville, there comes a point in time with your pets where they transcend being an animal. They become family. They might as well be somebody. If you love them, that happens, and that's why it rips your heart out when the inevitable happens. Always remember that love can only end in tragedy.
Thing a joke, right? The Valley a joke, and like I said, we gonna keep on stunting on them. We gonna keep on winning. This is how gangsters do things. We get our money for real. All right, so I'm gonna go get more money, right? And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna upload some more videos if I want, because I do what I want when I want. That's right. And then folks seem to have a problem with every move I'm making, but you ain't making no moves. You sitting there all day. That's illegal. You got to go pay attention to you. Go get a career. We all got to make money. So like I said, we're going to keep doing our thing. I own everything, billions in equity, mansion, estate. Over 2,000 jewelry, 530 on my wrist. Got you pissed? Mineral rights, oil royalties, and my own car that I pay over $100 for every month. What are you talking about? I would never stress. Too blessed to be stressed. I got the power of God with me.
You're stressed at this moment. He was stressed at this moment. I don't stress. Why are you raising your voice? You sound really, really stressed. You're talking kind of fast. You sound really super stressed because you are super stressed. You don't even know where your next meal is coming from. You have no clue whatsoever. You're pretty sure that you're going to sleep in the bathroom on the golf course behind your mom's house. You got that much down. But past that, your life is just a big question mark for you. You are literally, as Kansas once sang, dust in the wind. All you are is dust in the wind. Or, as a friend of mine once put it, you're like a fart. You're like a fart in a wind. It's there for a second, and then it's gone. I like that analogy.
I'm going to stand right in front of y'all and do what I'm doing. Straight up. I'm going to be in front of all y'all buildings every day. Like I said, these folks know I'm more powerful than every single one of these businesses out here. Just like we're going to be out here every day working. We're fully operational nationwide. I run New York. We're fully operational over New York. Yeah, no, when I came back, bro, you were supposed to welcome me on some good positive stuff. You got the same thing most people did, right? And then you had a few people who felt some way.
Oh man, it's such a worry when your pets get sick. It is such a worry.
Okay, that's fine. You could have just said that. You could just express that. What does that have to do with my business? Like I said, like, nah, bro, folks is trying to pretend, man. Folks know exactly. They know reality. They know who they talking to and they know what it is. So like I said, nah, it is what it is. I know where I'm at. I know exactly what I'm thinking. I know exactly what it is. You understand? I know what time it is. And it's God time. It's karma time.
I just got comment bombed, which is wonderful. It also means I need to empty the cache on my browser. but I'll do that after the show. So these comments that are going up are not necessarily in sync with what is going on the screen at this time.
So like I said, them folks are steadily declining. We're going to stay winning. I'm going out there right now. Right now, what's up? What's up? What now? Yeah, folks ain't about nothing, bro. We're going to stay getting our money every day in front of them, doing what they can. They jelly and they own their feelings. Grown men who don't have a business and can't make a dime. Them folks talking about $1. They got no money. That's awesome, bro. I love it. You understand? I'm not a no energy. I'm in the energy of God, the energy of winning.
Oh, you had it right the first time. You're in no energy. All of your energy gets expended on walking around in circles while screaming at your phone, streaming on YouTube. That is your life.
Energy of life, the energy of positivity. You understand? Nah, this is my business. Just like this, my life and my livelihood. What's up? You understand? Yeah, like I said, folks want to pretend on the internet. What is that? Yeah, like I said, that's a bad look, homie. But like I said, y'all can keep that up. We're going to keep on winning.
Please welcome Kelchu Bordner to the show, even though he's been here about 2 minutes. Again, I'm behind on the comments, but I'm just about caught up 36 minutes after the hour. Saturday Madness, believe it or not, on the Sunday.
Do what we do, you feel me? I'm going to keep on getting my money every day right in front of them, and it's that simple. You feel me? Yeah, exactly. You understand? These folks really think they own something, keep telling themselves a reality that doesn't exist.
I'm glad you love that movie so much. As I said some time ago, I actually have a better copy of that on Old Betsy. And one of these times, and it may not be too long, I'll find it and I'll upload it. I'll do that.
Keep on pretending they dealing with someone they not. I run the streets, homie. This the mom.
Or not, you know how shit is.
And I'm the enforcer. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute, man. I'm going over there right now. Like I said, I can guarantee you my business will look clean every day, right? I'll be completely goody, left alone, doing my thing, just like right now. The point gonna get proven right now in my sleep, bro. Every day my points get proven without me trying, bro. I run the whole world, bro. You understand? This is real, homie. You understand? So like I said, let folks do what they do. That's fine. You know what I mean? I already know where I'm at with it. You feel me? So like I said, you know, and like I said, if folks want to talk, I mean, make sure what you saying makes sense. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Easy, another victory today. Every day we get another W on them, and all they can do is sit there and watch me win. They can't do nothing about it. Easy, I'll be back.
And unfortunately, he would in fact be back. That was, God, what even was that? I don't even care anymore. Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I'm Rich Baritone, and we are reviewing some of his shorter streams during the week, trying to avoid the really dumb ones where he had his mic off, but he was still, you know, using the laugh track and the applause track. And it was just, oh my God, it was just, geez, the words are failing me right now, kids. They really, really are. So yeah, what we watched was Batman is the Boss, I believe. Oh, let me see. I'm looking for shorter stuff here. Batman is the Enforcer. I know that's a bad one. I think I know that's a bad one. Let's see. Clicking on it. Yep, I'll bring the curtain up just so we can have this as an example. He did this a lot this week. He's streaming. It's called Batman is the Enforcer. He's there. He's talking
to me, and they want to act like they have something to say or they can give me advice, but yet they're not in my position, and I'm winning and did everything right, and they could never do what I do. So how would that make sense? You understand? You can't have something be in a different light if I'm doing it the right way, and folks can't do what I do, correct? Right. It's hilarious, man, that folks keep talking because they have nothing to say. There's nothing that they could tell me. You know what I mean? In real talk, it's absolutely hilarious because there's nobody who could come even slightly close to my level. Mansion and estate, billions in equity, over 2,000 in jewelry, 530 on my wrist, got your piss, mental rights, oil royalties in my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every month. Catch up, bro.
Yeah, I think McGregor basically started buying into it. You know, that he's this badass, he's this, that, the other thing, he can do whatever. And he figures, fine, I can do it even while stone drunk.
So again, I am the best looking man that God ever created. You understand? I look good as hell. I'm fine, super fine. And you got all these women flocking, and it is what it is. And it's always been like that for me my entire life. It ain't nothing. Like,
that's not true. And we know it's not true. And we have thousands upon thousands of pictures, screenshots, and the like that prove that you're, God, how do I put this? You're uglier than, Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't know. You're uglier than a pile of shit. Maybe I'll just go with that one and we'll go on.
Like I said, these folks is jealous. That's all they ever gonna be. And like I said, have any of them ever amounted to anything?
Yes. Yes, in fact, many of us have amounted to anything. Not talking about myself, of course. I was just a forklift operator. But yes, we have many people here that are highly educated, unlike you. Please welcome Halfwit to the show, otherwise known as Half-Witted Honky Ori.
If you haven't built anything or you don't teach fitness, how could you tell me anything? What are you talking about? So again,
you don't teach fitness. You don't teach fitness. My God, you were admitting to doing chin-ups on trees, tree branches. Holy fuck.
I teach 52 blocks for a living. I teach fitness for a living. You understand? I've literally set 840, 2 world records, I believe now. Folks couldn't hold a candle to me. I'm pretty sure that I can talk. I'm pretty sure that it's validated and proven. I know what I'm doing.
Yes, DZ, I agree with that summation of that particular situation.
And I'm going to say it again. What we teach and what I teach, my own philosophy, is totally different and unorthodox. And again, when you work out, less movement equals more strength. See, if you listen, maybe you could actually get strong.
Less movement equals more strength. Less movement, huh? You want to know where I'm at with my weights? I have a pathetic set of barbell dumbbells. There we go. 8-pound set and a 5-pound set. I use the 8-pound set to do my presses with, and I'm up to doing about 175 presses at 8 pounds. It doesn't sound very impressive, but if you're 65 years old, that's pretty good. I'd like to see him do it. He can't.
Yeah.
And I can't do his stupid, pull-up things and whatnot, but I have a legitimate excuse. Boy, are my elbows and my shoulders arthritic AF.
That's my thing. I'm the teacher. You got to listen. If you're not listening, well, that might be why you're losing pull-up competitions within 5 seconds, correct? Right? And then trying to use wording and keep on talking, right? Because you don't want me to keep going because you're afraid that I'm going to show how many pull-ups I actually can do.
And we're going to do that by what wording?
Trust me, I could have done a lot more. And by the way, the day before that, I did 37 and you saw it. So why pretend?
Now, I also understand that during his recent intersection with Jared and his brother, they made him attempt to do chin-ups the proper way, and he could not do it.
I don't got time for the games, man. Like I said, it is what it is. It's clear as day. And like I said, we're going to continue to be successful all across the board. We're going to continue to win. There is no competition. There was never any competition. And like I said, competition fee is $100. So I'm owed $100. Where's my 100?
That is one of the most ridiculous things I have ever heard in my life. Yet it's creative. $100 competition fee. $100 competition fee. I'll tell you, kids, I could do every drug in the world for 5 years and never, ever come up with the concept of a $100 competition fee, for Christ's sakes.
Straight up. Other than that, I run the streets. Everybody know what it is, right? Like I said, it is what it is, man. We all know what it is.
The only thing I know about Dana White is that he's bald and he's belligerent as fuck. One of the most obnoxious people in the world.
I mean, yeah, like I said. So over here, everything real. These folks know. Other than that, I run New York, real king of New York. Like I said, I'm the viral sensation and never had to go viral or tried to go viral. I did that in my sleep. My fame is on a level you couldn't even comprehend. I'm so famous, it's unbelievable. It ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. So what are you talking about? Again, all this stuff on here is rigged and fake. And this was designed against me. That's why they can't believe it, because I still won. These folks are green with envy, folks. It's hilarious, man. Real talk.
DZ, I've never been a fan of MMA. I've just never been a fan of MMA. I mean, it's a step toward the Christians versus the Lions. I've just never been into it. Boxing is one thing, and I don't even know about that, honestly, but I've just never been an MMA guy.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad folks is jelly. I'm glad that they powerless. I'm glad that they got to watch me win.
I'm assuming that there's footage of this. I certainly hope so. I've been told that it occurred, and it would probably be on Jared's channel, whatever the hell that is.
And there ain't nothing they can do about it. None of them. Yeah. Let's come back to reality, Hoss, and remember who the hell we talking to. Right. Yeah. So
I remember Wings of Redemption, but it had been a while.
yeah, like I said, I don't know what they talking about, man. When folks come around me, bro, they talk with the utmost respect and they listen to your boy. You understand? That's why folks build when they get around me and they get blessed when they around me, right? If they good people and they genuine. All that other stuff, like I said, look at their predicaments, bro. They ain't got nothing, bro. Out there having to work every day for the man, not even free, right? That's not freedom. What do you mean? Y'all don't make no real money? What are you talking about? None of them don't. None of them make a dime. You understand? I got everything coming to me. I'm building everything. I got way more right now and always. There ain't been a time that we ain't had more. So what are they talking about? It ain't about quantity. It's about quality, boy. And we never, ever acted like that. We've never gotten on here and stunted. We about bettering people and helping people.
You're about nothing of the sort. You're about yourself and begging for money. That is all that is going on here. Speaking of UFC and Dana White and all that, how about that power slap, huh? Man, power slap. I don't even have a joke for it. It's just astonishing.
I tried to help these things.
And no, I'm not a fan at all. It's like I've heard it described as a speed run for CTE.
Folks. So what do you mean? Quit acting like folks is stunting or something. We out here helping the public, man. It's never like that. We out here to better people and make people stronger and teach spiritual strength. We about uplifting. These folks ain't about uplifting. They don't only know how to do one thing, which is what? Try to drag down.
Yeah, there's nothing like beating somebody that's been being paid a whole lot of money to comment on the thing, and you get to the point 5 seconds before they do. I used to do that with football games all the time.
You don't know how to uplift, right? So get from around me. You ain't got no business coming in. You serious? Come on, homie. You know the reality of this. Are you serious, bro? I defeated gangs. I defeated cartel. I shut down illegal cartel operations in my sleep. I run the streets literally, and I'm the mob. You can't be serious, bro. Said what? Yeah, that's what folks do, want to play around and pretend because they're not comfortable with their little illusion because they're all delusional. Everything they say is delusional and doesn't exist. My point's been proven all day long. What are you talking? There's nothing you could say. All that fake talking, you ain't said one thing. Ain't no public issue statement been issued, nothing. Because folks can't say nothing because I keep proving them wrong. Easy.
Who have you proved wrong on anything? Easy. Who have you proved wrong? We ask for proof and you say you don't need to show any. Because I'm the boss. Because I'm the boss. You know what I recommend for you? I would recommend walking up to a very, very large man. 6'7", 250 plus, and start ranting about how you're God and you're Batman, and just say something just a little bit off. You won't have to worry about just missing your 2 front teeth anymore.
You understand? Like I said, every day we're going to keep on proving reality without trying. We ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody. Make sense when you speak. You feel me? So like I said, I'll see y'all in a minute, man. Like I said, to me, it's too funny. It's too funny. That
ABC used to have, I think it was Tuesday night fights every single week. And then one week, Emil Griffith beat Benny Perrette to death. Benny Perrette had been calling him American all week, which of course means faggot. And Emil Griffith happened to be bisexual. And he kept calling him American all week long, and the rage built up, and he got him in a corner. He heard him, he got him in a corner, and if you've never seen it, watch it. It's hard to watch. It's rage. It's just raw rage. Rage, I tell you. It can be hard to watch. Please welcome Lunchview to the show.
I got them all in a frenzy and an uproar over little old me. And all I got to do is put on my bat suit and be myself. I'm the immortal vampire, bro. You're not serious, right? You're not really pretending, right? Right? You're not really playing, right? Exactly.
Indeed, for those of you who may not know, Sheriff Consent is going to travel to New York to meet our goddess, Elle Frost. And that should be a very, very interesting trip. We're expecting lots and lots of live streams. And as I said earlier, I might even panel up. I tend not to, because every time I talk, I'm stepping on somebody. You know, I'm kind of eye contact dependent, maybe.
Because they're not. That's what they do. See, they run to the internet.
But I won't let that stop me.
Like I said, keep that stuff on the internet. You understand? So what are you talking about? I run New York. I'm the king of New York. I run all of Texas. My power's on a level you couldn't even fathom. I run everything around you. Yeah, see, folks vastly underestimated me, right?
Oh, don't feel bad, DZ. I almost never leave state either. If I leave state, it's generally to go to Indiana.
Everything they ever said
which is not anybody's idea of a big trip from Ohio to Indiana.
About me, I proved wrong. Now what? Right. And it's always them same folks in that position that got to work for the system if they corrupt away.
Oh, we got a couple for the listeners here from DZ, the hobo Don Dada, the Duke of the Dumpster. And then Ledge follows up immediately with, no immortal vampire should have to tell you they're an immortal vampire. So true.
Whatever. That's who did all this. That's who pays attention to me. That's who's doing all this illegal stuff. Yes.
Yes, and I was in Kentucky not too long ago either. That's how I got this computer. And I can't get over how much Ashland changed. I just can't. It's like aliens came and took Ashland, Kentucky away and replaced it with something completely, entirely different.
Them, like I said, and they get their funding from the government. So it proves my point. You didn't only license me and give me a job. My job is to stop all of that evil and illegal stuff that's going on. That's a fact. So no, I'll walk in the street. I'll walk over a construction site to get where I'm going and get my man. Batman always get his man, boy. Believe that. Believe that. And like,
when did you ever get your man? And we're not talking about somebody that you're sucking off for $10. When did you ever get your man? The word never comes to mind.
Like I said, we're about one step away from them giving me the authority to apprehend criminals. Like I said, every single department at this point has been rendered useless. Everyone's going to come to Batman now. I'm the man. I'm the go-to guy. I'm standing at the precipice and I'm at the brink of something that's never happened and never been done before.
You're standing at the precipice of Charlie Brown's pitching mound, ready to jump off again and fly through the air for 3 feet. Even though you get a running start and it's very steep downhill, you still only carry about 3.5 feet. That means your legs are weak AF.
This is Gotham. Yep. So like I said, they could do all the talking they want. They ain't going to stop nothing because I'm above them. I'm your superior, just like I told you. Everything I've been saying since day one was a fact. Everything I went through, my superpowers, my abilities, everything. I never lie.
Lots of videos now, lots of videos. Not necessarily streams in this case, just lots of videos in general. Please, Sheriff.
All these folks do is lie. That's why they keep losing. So like I said, you lie, I get paid more. That right? Like Pac said, who winning? Huh? You tell me who won. All right, it's easy money to me, man. I ain't Tupac. I'm Tyrese Sneed. I'll talk to you in a minute, man. It's funny. I get a good laugh out of everything y'all talk about because none of it exists. Easy.
Going to the Amityville Horror House to visit, man. I don't know if I could do it. I really don't. That was Batman is the Enforcer. Nothing new about the title. What, every sixth video is called Batman is the Enforcer? When Batman does, Batman's a pussy. We all know Batman's a pussy. That alone is why we are all here on this Sunday afternoon, 53 minutes after the top of the hour, 7 minutes until the top of the hour. So let's see where we're going to go from there. Again, we're just picking and choosing between the shorter streams of this week, which would be all of them, which would be every last one of them. So let me bounce up to the top here. We'll get a little out of sequence here because it's easier. Let's watch Batman Runs the World. Let's more listen to Batman Runs the World because there is no visual stimulation in virtually any of these videos. So let me go ahead and click on that and get out of the way. And here we are.
All right, so real quick, man. Like I told you, we're going to keep on winning Like I said, everything over here is top of the line, top level, cream of the crop, best of the best in the business, look the best, live the best, make the most money. Like I said, all facts, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, it's funny to me because time and time again, you keep.
Oh, ghosts exist, Easy. They certainly do. I've had personal experience with it. My brother, shortly after he had gotten married, was living at his new wife's mom's house. It was a wreck. Oh my God, it was a fucking wreck. So one day I was up there in their room and I'm smoking a joint with them, and all of a sudden in the attic, you can hear something rocking back and forth. A rocking chair. And then all of a sudden, you hear a woman's voice singing what appeared to be a lullaby in German. I am not making this up. You got to live here? I'm leaving. And I never went back. Never.
Keep seeing me, operate on another level. Like I said, I stay on a positive vibration, man, positive energy. You know what I mean? I operate at the highest level you could possibly operate at. Most of these folks, they wasn't even awake. I mean, I'm already biking like 20 miles. You understand? On the bat pod, like I said, clearly it's pretty fast if I can move that quickly, but I already did like 10. So it's like, every day I'm just living that. Every day I'm just operating at peak capacity. Every day I'm looking handsome as hell, looking good. Like I said, that entire mentality is fake.
One for the listeners. I don't know how many I have at this point, but I'll read it anyway. It's from Ledgeview. Only self-righteous vermin filth start off a live stream with all right.
None of it exists. It's all delusion. It's never gotten anyone anywhere, and it's just not a way.
You are kidding, right?
Way to possibly succeed. So I mean, basically, it is what it is. You understand? Because at this point in the game, folks, are either going to have to change their mentality, or it is what it is. I mean, either way, they're going to continue to watch me succeed because my mentality is right. My mentality is correct. You understand? So, like I said, other than that, I mean, I don't know why folks keep talking on YouTube and online. Again, there's a lot of conversations that could have been had. You know what I mean? Like I said, folks have not conversated. Folks have not issued no public statement. Folks are coming around in fake energies and talking differently, and then going to the keyboard and the internet and talking way different. You know what I mean? Than when we were talking. So, like I said, I'm not worried about none of that, bro.
Yeah, that is true. Scientists tend to look at things differently than us people here.
Again, this is an all professional environment. You already know what it is. Apparently, folks is big mad and in their feelings because I make solid, calm decisions. Because they can't trick me on my throne because they already know I'm the best. So like I said, them folks can make their little memes that don't make any sense and don't exist. They can sit there and project and role reverse. All they talk about is themselves. All they talk about is their own situation. All of them are in their feelings because God got me and God loved me and God continued to provide for me.
Here's another good story. It's Christmas 1972, right around that time, and my wallet is gone. We cannot find my wallet. We know it's in the house. We think it's in the house, but we can't find my wallet. So we start going through laundry and patent pockets and, looking underneath things and all this stuff. My wallet finally turned up, and Mrs. Baritone can confirm this. Turned up in a pair of pants that we had checked no less than 3 times previously. There it was. I offer no explanation.
You understand? So every day, I mean, it's crazy to me how they want to talk about money, but I mean, I just spent almost all of that $20. Like, I don't know what you mean. I eat good. I live good. Like, I do what I want to do. My bicycle is the top of the line bike you could possibly have. I mean, I got my own car lot. I pay over $100 for it every.
If you're paying $100 for a car lot, you don't have a car lot. And the usage of the name car lot insinuates that you're in business selling cars. Okay? And you're not paying $100 a month anymore. I think all those cars are gone. I could be wrong, but I don't believe that I am. And yeah, they're policing chats, comments more than ever. The algorithm can, of course, go fuck itself with an axe that's on fire, but My complaints do little to rectify the situation.
Month. I mean, this is wealth. What do you mean? I don't know what you talking about. You know what I mean? Like everything that they talk about is what their situation and what they deal with every day. So I'm not trying to conversate with folks like that at all. I'm gonna remain positive, and like I said, we're gonna continue to ignore all that because again, that's all they want is attention.
I'll disagree with you on that one, DZ, just from that one experience that I had.
Folks is just big mad, bro. Folks have been big mad since day one because I'm the top dog and I'm shining and I'm doing what they could never do. You know what I mean? I'm the real living legend. I'm the legend. And these folks is big mad because I think number one, they just big mad, period, at who I am. But they didn't expect me to actually be the real thing. And now that they know for a fact and it's completely solidified that I'm completely the real thing and the actual legend, oh, folks is big mad. By the way, if you're going to, make...
There was no rocking chair in the attic. None whatsoever. I asked afterwards. And how can you live? How can you live there? It happens all the time.
Memes and talk about things. I mean, why don't you depict them for what it is? Because I won all across the board. In every single situation that's been created, any of that, I won every single time. What are you talking about?
Yes, from DZ for the listeners. The cars are all still sitting there in the same spot, but they are no longer his. His mom stopped paying for the lot fees long, long ago. If the cars were still his, he'd sell them for scrap price, and it would be a smart thing to do. So we have absolute confirmation of what I believe to be true already, but you never can tell around here. Thank you, DZ.
I stand on business, bro. And I look good doing it. So again, I don't know what they talking about. You know what I mean? Like I said, when folks can't even conversate and have a conversation, that's crazy. When folks come around me and want to act like they showing love and I can see that it's not real and then want to pretend like anybody's fooled over here, I mean, what are you talking about? See, these folks, what they want is they want me to get out of character and it's not happening. So they're even more big mad. So like, it's just basically a never ending, cycle of this.
I don't know if ghosts need to rest or not. That's another thing I've never contemplated.
Their own doing, right? That they're just going to always be big mad and be upset. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, it's not my fault that folks can't look like this and look like me. Real talk.
For the listeners from Sheriff, I've never tried to fuck myself with an axe before, but now I feel like going to Home Depot. Don't forget the charcoal lighter fluid either. It's got to be on fire or it's not right.
Trust me, I look good. I'm God made I'm the most beautiful, most handsome man ever created. Are you serious? I'm good looking as hell, bro. I look better than the movie stars. So yeah, I can understand why folks is big mad. You understand? I mean, like,
it could be, and I've always believed in UFOs. If space is as endless as they say that it is, there is no way in hell that we're the only ones. It just the odds are so against it. It's unbelievable. So. I don't own a tinfoil hat either.
Like I said, I mean, talk about how I won the pull-up contest and I'm owed $100 for it. I mean, talk about how every time that it comes, time to go time, and it's any competition or any instance, I'm showing up and I'm winning. How come you ain't talking about that? I've never seen folks that lose and then act like they celebrate, and that's crazy to me. The people celebrating is right here. I'm celebrating right now. So what do you mean? So like I said, I don't know what they talking about. I pay more money for all my meals.
I like the parallel universe part myself.
Pay more money for everything. I paid $8,500 in land taxes, paid millions in bills. I mean, it's crazy to me. I made millions of dollars every year, independent capital consecutively. And all the money I make here is off my gift to Gab, and I finesse my money. So like they can't tell me nothing about it. That's a genius, bro. What do you mean?
Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way that we're the only ones. It simply can't be.
Folks is big mad, man. Folks is big mad. They've been big mad. It's never going to change. So let them do what they do. And like I said, all that stuff on YouTube is fake. They have no real subs, no real views, and they get no real money. They make no money on here. That's why all they videos.
The parallel dimension is heaven. That's cool. And by the way, this is Saturday Madness. It's 4 minutes after the hour, and the big subject right now is the paranormal. These are the shows that I myself like the best. There's not a whole lot of attention being paid to this guy, and it's beautiful.
Videos is weird, and they can't even make content. What's the point of even entertaining filming me or acting like I'm your content when you don't have a channel that's really operating. Them folks ain't getting paid on here because they're.
I get paid on here, and I have a channel that's fully operational. And all I'm focused on is you. That's it, baby. Always remember, I'm working extra hard to have my name on that suicide note.
There's certain rules you have to follow, and you got to have pure content.
That's a joke, algorithm. Or is it? I'm not going to let you decide. It was a joke. Okay, motherfucker? I hate the thought that we are being lorded over by binary code. There's not enough words that mean evil to describe it. Oh, yes, indeed. I knew I was forgetting something. We're at over an hour into this show, and I have not declared it. Been too into the conversation, I suppose. So, ladies and gentlemen, finally, at long last, it's Smoke 'em if you got 'em right here on Negative 43 TV's Saturday Madness Special Sunday edition. I'm Rich Baritone, and I actually haven't had anything to smoke either, so let's remedy that.
And it's that simple. It has to be your own. You can't be putting up other people's videos and stuff. So like I said, that's why they be feeling like that, because they lost a long time ago. As far as narc perception, I see through it. I see through the veil. You ain't fooling nobody. Them folks is getting no money. That's what it's about. So like I said, when you a grown man and you working at a shipping yard, that ain't nothing to brag about. And I never asked for no job there, and I would never work for Ernesto. And why would you ask me, oh, why do you laugh? Why is it funny? Because Ernesto weighs about 30 pounds soaking wet. That's why.
Yeah, I actually think that they are here. Too many sightings, too much government information. They're real. They're real. The whole Roswell thing, yeah, it happened.
Are you serious, bro? Real talk. Because every time I see Ernesto, I think that he's going to start flipping some pancakes. That's why, brother. Yeah, because a lot of this stuff that you want to try to turn around is actually the complete opposite. We stay laughing over here, buddy. What?
Yeah, that's true. I'll read this for the listeners from Ledgeviews. Hey, guys, he said we can't put up his videos. I guess we're busted. It certainly, indeed, we are, but I always run that disclaimer, and I run it for a reason. This is criticism. Oh, my God, it's nonstop criticism.
Yeah. See, that's the thing, is they feel that way, and then they want to project how they feel. You can never make me feel no way. It's just mad, odd, and weird behavior. And like I said, like, nah, I just don't tolerate nothing, and I don't want it around me. It's that simple. So other than that, it is what it is. I mean, I've made my point perfectly clear. Other than that, we're going to continue to make good decisions and be calm. I don't care what folks plan, what they plot, what they want to do, what they want to say. I don't care about none of that. Nothing's going to get me out of character, because again, this is the game, baby. I'm on top. I ain't going to let folks trick me out of my throne. I've kept my cool the entire time and been smart. What do you mean? I bring the facts. All the evidence is documented. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like I said, all these folks is doing illegal activity. All of it. So what do you mean? And it's like,
boy, that was a good one.
Real serious illegal activity. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like I said, you know, everything they doing, they're also literally working with like corrupt ties. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. I could care less, man, because, I mean, like I said, make better decisions. I don't know why folks is acting like there's nothing I can do. I don't need to respond. I don't need to say anything. I never have to say or do nothing because God got me. Oh, I'm good. Like I said, I've established my boundaries. I've said what it is. You understand? If folks ain't showing love for real and ain't my friend and we don't talk on a regular basis, I don't need nobody approaching me.
Well, you talk to nobody on a regular basis because everything's blocked. You don't have any friends in real life, so that is something else. That's another issue.
I put the message out on the other channel. You saw it because you're always paying attention, right? So we don't need to act and pretend like we don't hear when I talk. Y'all hear me and you see what I'm typing. Right?
Okay, Sheriff, if you're still here, would you fill us in on what happened? I understand that he got shooed away, if you will, by a couple of businesses for stealing Wi-Fi. Is there anything to that if you're here?
Right. And I got 2 channels. So you got to understand, I'm about to have 2 sources of income on here as well. Yep. And that's why they big mad, because they can never look like this. They can never do what I do. Like I said, I mean, I'm 6'3". These folks are short. I mean, it is what it is, man.
Let's go over it one more time. You're 5'8". Everybody here knows that you're 5'8". but your hunchback won't allow you to stand up straight. So functionally, you're about 5'6" because you're stooped over like an old man because of, physical things. I probably shouldn't rag on that, being that my back is destroyed as well, but I'll make an exception here.
Folks is big mad all across the board. Same exact energy as in New York. I mean, like I said, I want to see them do a New York trip because it'll be boring and they can't afford to go to New York. Y'all got to go to like Botanical Gardens.
And that totally makes sense. If there's a place that seems to be haunted, yeah, it will attract YouTubers, and they'll see nothing because they'll see nothing because they're YouTubers.
And they better get real, bro.
Yeah, the ghosts are saying, "You're not going to exploit me, motherfucker."
They better get real, man. They'll never get on this level. I just expanded my business to the entire East Coast. I paid for everything. Every Airbnb I paid for. Everything I paid for. It doesn't matter how. Whatever I create, I create. I built it all. I'm the one who paid for all the living expenses, all the travel costs. I paid for everything. I facilitated that environment.
Please welcome Orza to the show. And he gives us a little context as he arrives. He says he's talking about Harbor Freight. There is a Harbor Freight. Oh, I just got bombed again, and it's wonderful. But he went on to say there's a Harbor Freight right on Frontage Road.
Mm-hmm. I had to go through what I had to go through and experience what I needed to experience. And it was fun. I had a whole lot of fun doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be serious, man. Like, what? Bro, I just came out of being around, like dudes that are fresh out of the federal penitentiary in Rikers Island.
Yeah, so short-term memory loss can in fact occur, and people are using that as an argument against marijuana. It's like, oh, well, that's great. You ever drank till you were blacked out? Millions of people have, and it's the same effect, only it's even worse.
Are you serious? You know what I mean? See, that's the problem, bro. You got too many homies walking around posing. I'm seeing one right now.
I am so fortunate. I never heard, "Oh, man, do you know what you did last night?"
These folks walk around, especially in the Valley, bro. They walk around really thinking that their opinion matter, really thinking that folks care, and they always got something to say. Like, who is you? Ain't nobody in the Valley ever been successful, and all these folks lean off of a support system. They have a family unit, and that family do everything for them. I do pretty much everything by myself.
Because you have to, because you've been disowned, and you sound like you're jealous of people that have families and support systems, as you put it. You have none of these things, and it is 100% your fault. So Orza says that means he's turned down multiple offers to work at Harbor Freight. He's turned down, last I heard, he had turned down 3 jobs in 3 weeks. This motherfucker has no intention of working anywhere anymore. And that used to be one thing that I would give him credit for. He'd work. Maybe not he'd work, but he'd get jobs, and he'd get them consistently. He wouldn't keep them because he's Tyree Sneed. But that's just simply not the case anymore. Maybe he knows, maybe he believes that his totally out of control delusions just wouldn't play well in a work setting, and they wouldn't.
You know what I mean? I can't believe that folks can even say anything or have an opinion or continue with the looks and the stares and this and that when ain't nobody in the Valley been successful yet. And this is why, because their priorities ain't straight. They too busy worried about me. They got the corrupt literally committing crimes watching me 24/7. What is that? That's
by and large, media here in Sneedville, it's fair use. I don't think anybody really cares if you use a picture or use something that they made or whatever. I'm calling free use myself. It certainly is with my stuff.
It's illegal as hell. You understand? So it ain't nothing to brag about. And what do you mean? My freedom, I attained
After all, what we're doing right here is pretty much free use.
a long time ago. I'm completely free. You understand? What you got to do is get free mentally first. You know what I mean? That's why you see all them people in a mood all the time. And that's why they making them memes, talking about themselves and this and that. Everything you talking about is yourself. Other than that, I don't know what you're talking about, because ain't none of these folks that
Yeah, he is, and I really honestly believe that he knows that. He understands that.
paying one, and ain't none of these folks the jokers. So I mean, if we can't even joke around and folks can't take a joke when it's a joke, and we can't have fun, then I'm good. I don't want to be around folks who are miserable. I want to be around folks who are happy. So I just won't even joke around about that no more. Since folks want to act like they serious but can't even have a conversation. These are grown men. I'm out here right now. I'm in Brownsville right now by myself.
And that, again, is your fault. I'll read this for the listeners because it stands as an excellent example of the generosity of the people here in Sneedville. It's from Sheriff. Here's how awesome Frost is. My check-in in the hotel isn't until 3 p.m. I get in at 5 a.m. She booked my hotel for an additional night before I get there. Didn't tell me and won't let me pay her. That's the kind of woman that Frost is. There are so many generous people here. It's man, I just and like a family-ish atmosphere as well, if not just an outright family atmosphere. We all owe Tyree Sneed a debt of gratitude. We honestly do. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't know one another if it wasn't for this man. So he served one positive use in his life, I suppose.
Solo. What do you mean? Every day I stand on business. You understand? Like, what are you talking about? You see what I'm saying? What folks is they trying to look for a trick and some way to maneuver and get around because they mad because I got a platform and I'm getting paid to talk because they don't get paid to talk. Easy. I'll talk to you in a minute. I'll run the valley, boy.
Okay, I'll read it again. Here's gotta awesome Frost is. My check-in at hotel isn't until 3 p.m. I get in at 5 a.m. She booked my hotel for an additional night before I get there. Didn't tell me and won't let me pay her. There, got it right that time.
What?
And that is over. Thank God. Thank God it is over. It's time to find something else. Yes, it most certainly is. Boy, I forgot to drop the curtain, and I'd like to apologize for Andy Gibb. I don't think anybody here came here to see Andy Gibb. And again, I would like to apologize for that oversight. It's my damn fault. It really is. So let me see. We're still wandering around, just checking out shorter streams that he has done during the week. We'll go to one that's maybe a little bit longer. This one's 19 minutes, 28 seconds. It's called Batman Set 841 World Records. Yes, the world records keep going up. He's highly inspired by Charlie Zelenoff. Let me double click on this thing and bring the curtain up. There it is. And we're starting off very poorly. Very poorly. So let me see here. I think we need to bump up here. Okay. He does eventually go here. He waits too long.
God, straight up.
There we go.
This is real, bro. It's 100% real. So yeah, like I said, on that note, 841 world records, still doing my thing, still going. Like I said, with nothing, bro. I did all this with nothing, with next to nothing, literally nothing. God provides. God has built everything with me, for me. God has been there for me. God's been there today. He'll be there every day, and they can feel any way they want. Again, you got to understand, my whole deal is just, I mean, like, I only communicate with certain folks. Like, I don't even know who none of these folks are.
You know damn well who I am. You know damn well who Frost is. You know damn well who Shamrock and that guy are. I could go on, but yeah, RTS. How can we ever forget RTS? RTS, I call you. Let's see if he shows up here.
You know what I mean? I get to decide who's a part of my team and on the roster. What are you talking about? Like, what? Yeah, no, these folks ain't even a part of this. So like I said, let's get back to what we doing. You know what I mean? And like I said, whoever is actually a part of this, they're a part of it. If they're involved, they're involved. And the truth is, like, you know, nobody really has any involvement. It's all just me by myself. I built all this by myself. Like, I really...
Wait, someone died there 2 weeks early. Oh, okay. All right. I get what's going on here. Yeah, it gets spooky.
Don't have too many. Like, I have some friends. I got some acquaintances. I got friends. But I got a lot of people that got mad love for me, you know what I mean? But that's my thing. Like, come on, man. I see what's going on. You got to understand, I'm on a public platform. These are public airwaves. So I see what people trying to do. Right. Yeah, nah, never going to happen. But like I said, you know, I am going to say how I feel, and I'm going to stand on business. You know what I mean? So like I said, 841 world records. Let's see you do it. Like I said, I do this every day, and I'm going to keep making check after check after check, no matter what anybody says. Let me look at that amount real quick, too.
I don't travel like that at all, but yeah, that would be, Dude, that would be straight from hunger, as they used to say. Please welcome Best in Show. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can use them right now. I really can. I'm actually behind Tyree. I generally don't pay any attention to this anymore because I used to pay attention to it, and all of a sudden it became a job. Don't want that to happen anymore, but man, thank you so very much for that. Did I hit the button? I hit the, okay, I see what's going on here. Time to grab the keyboard. It most certainly is. And now this portion of our show is brought to you by the letter L.
I really have, everything's coming together for me, man. These folks don't even know they sleeping on me, bro. I got more of everything than anyone. I never have to worry about having or money because God provides. God provided today. God will provide tomorrow. God provides every day for me, man. How do you feel, bro? These folks are really having a hard time handling my success. That's why it was all funny to me. So, like I said, what do you mean?
Yeah, it does kill him. It does kill him. Sneedville in its entirety kills him. He can't stand it. He cannot stand it. He's so jealous of us because, yeah, we're friends. We're absolutely friends around here. And no, he can't stand it.
Speak the same way that you speak in person, speak online, bro. You understand? So, yeah, like I said, man, I mean, it is what it is. Everything's crystal clear over here. You understand? Like I said, I operate by myself, and
we sure are, D's.
That's it. And it is what it is, man. We're going to stay moving forward, man. You understand? These folks all know reality, man. Like I told you, they big man, they in their feelings because I'm out here winning. You understand? And the thing is with me, I understand reality. You know, like, nah, I pay attention to situations like that, man, because clearly it's that serious for you.
The king of the catchphrase comes through with one of his catchphrases. He says he really should talk about himself more, though, Richo. I hope you listeners really enjoyed that. And DC says, I haven't seen RTS in a hot-ass minute. He was here a couple of weeks ago. I don't think he stayed very long, but he was here.
Like, it's that serious for folks. Folks really feel some way about my success, but then when they get in front of me, you know what I'm saying, they act totally different. They demeanor change. So what do you call that? So again, reality is reality. Reality speaks volumes. And every time that I, you know, get up and get going, I'm proving my point. Every day, my point's already proven. There's no disproving anything because you can't disprove the truth. What do you mean? Yeah, just like we're fully operational nationwide and fully operational all over New York, and you saw me go to New York and get busy, right?
You are not fully operational in New York. To say that assumes, one would assume that you have like a, I don't know, brick and mortar headquarters there. Yeah, you're not fully operational. I would love for him to define it, but he wouldn't define it. Know what I'm saying?
You saw what it was. I don't ever have to speak or explain. Folks know who I am. So what do you mean? Like I said, I have no point to prove, neither does God. Let these folks do what they do. They're doing it to themselves, like always. It's just like in the hoods and the ghettos and the shelters. These folks been doing it to themselves since day one.
That's true, DZ. And the only way he's making any money right now at all is AdSense. Got to get him out of that.
They ain't coming up in the game. They steadily declining and we inclining. If they want a fake talk on the internet, let them have it. That's just like the chat room. See, they can't get their priorities straight.
Hey, listeners, Ledgeview says, Cope Man, Cope Man. He just said Cope Man. I threw the rest of the shit in there myself.
It's just like dealing with whoever, with the so-called women, right? They can't get their priorities straight. See, talk is cheap. You can say whatever you want, but the question is, does it exist? You don't.
In your world, no. What you're talking about, no, it doesn't exist. Couple for the listeners from DZ, the motherfucking Clownsville Gap Man and the motherfucking Gaped Crusader.
Dictate reality. God does. I'm getting tired of telling you. Straight up. So I'm going to say it again. We operate above the feds. My career is professional as it gets. I could care less who feel what way, and I have every right to run my business. I didn't ask permission for nothing. I didn't.
Well, Halfwood, I hope it's because we're funny here.
Ask nobody for nothing. So what are you talking about? Like, the people that I go to for something are people who care about me and got love for me and part of what I'm doing.
Oh, part of what you're doing.
All these other folks, I never asked them for money, not a dime, nothing, bro.
What about those beg posts? And you mention it a lot in most of your videos. Y'all work, y'all got money. You know, I got a Cash App, a Venmo, and a PayPal. You mention that all the time.
So why do they keep bringing up money? talking about I'll give you some money. You don't need to. I didn't ask you to. No, well, don't say you're gonna give me money. That, like I said, we went over that rule. See,
Oh, and Ledgeview has been on fire with the remix videos. If you want to see some of his work, go to his channel, or you can go to my channel as well. I generally post everything he tags me in.
everything's been gone over. They all want to act like they can't hear. You heard me. What are you talking about? Same rules apply every day. Folks can donate and
Yeah, I know. It's just so very annoying. But then I remember that his world exists in his head and his head only, and doesn't really help.
show some support. They all got jobs. They all got their little bit of money, but they don't have mansion and estates and billions in equity. They don't got what I got. They ain't made and spent and seen the money I've made and seen ever. Could never come close. None of them. God provides, man. People hold me down. I know it's folks in their feelings. What now? What's up? Just like today, I said, hey, I'm going over there. It's my place of business. I did. It's quiet as a mouse, and it will be every time I go out there. And now I'm done showing folks where I'm at and what I'm doing completely. Like, nah, I'll get on live stream. I'm going to do my lives when I get the phone plan paid. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm going to be moving like totally different. And if anything, you just showing me like, really, I just need to bring out the bat pod just like I did. So what do you mean? I'll be mobile and I'll be too quick to get around. Your thoughts?
Okay, Halfwit, does she know that when he talks about the bat pod that he's talking about a more or less broken down bicycle? It's really hilarious.
You understand? Why do you think Batman moved like that, man? We know enemies around. We know enemies watching good. And these enemies don't have $5 to their name. And these enemies don't own nothing. These enemies is in Roach motel rooms and they all homeless. These enemies was mad at everything I attained and got. Oh, and all this stuff belonged to me too. That's why it's in the readings. That they trying to live in my homes and all that. Yeah, I know exactly what's going on.
It could be that his half-sister is actually good to her. I hope that's the case. Either way, he's going to get just totally pooched. And I'm in no hurry for Amanda to pass away. But if we should be here when that happens, he'll be so very, very off the chain. But I hope it doesn't happen while we're here. I honestly do.
All this stuff belonged to me. Yeah, no, the half sister, right?
Oh boy, he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. Yes, indeed. And this one looks like it might last for a little while. So again, the letter L, please. Okay, click in. Yeah, click in the screen. There you go. In field, and here we are. The entertainment just keeps going. Oh, black screen. Black screen, black screen. He could be back anytime now. And what a logo. What a logo.
And I've already stated everything publicly. They heard exactly what I said.
And always remember, he stole that logo from Sticky TT6.
So like I said, that's perfectly fine, bro. We're going to win every which way but sundown. Trust me. I'm the streets. I run everything. So like I said, again, you have to understand, like, I run everything. Okay? Like I said.
Oh, I didn't know she was out of wedlock. Not that it matters anymore.
Business solidified, doing better than ever. My business is thriving, right? We're going to get this next check up over this $100 threshold. That's the next goal, right? And these folks thought that I would stop. They thought because I couldn't get the phone plan paid, I would stop. They've been doing this for decades. Y'all do the same thing every time, and then I make more money. This time I'm going to make more money than I've ever seen, right? And like I said, I'm going to have everything going. I'm going to be doing mechanical engineering work, everything. I'm going to build my own everything. What are you talking about? I'm going to have every resource I need to build whatever I want. And yes, I am a mechanical engineer because I learned it and self-taught myself. I just need the money for the equipment. That's it.
I'll read this for the listeners from Halfwit. Yeah, I've informed her that he is still trying to work out how air goes into a tire to inflate it. That's true. And let's never let him forget that he said that.
What are you talking about? I'll be getting started immediately. Are you serious? Like, bro, it takes taking one class. That's it. That's all it takes because I already did the research. See, I put in the work necessary that they won't. You understand, bro? I don't have to even learn any of that. All I have to do is just get me a motorcycle or a scooter that's like on the highway uses. That's it. I don't have to do that. That's just extra stuff. It kind of seems like people are big mad at everything I decide to do. Like, if you feel like that, why are you?
Oh, you're welcome. And you're uncorking some gems, but I need to know this. Maybe I overlooked something. What's the joke with the praying mantises? Well, that's hard to say. Mantises. All right, got it right that time.
You talking to me? See, that's my whole thing. Like, nah, that's not how it works. So welcome to Reality Hoss. I don't talk to folks that don't want the best for me whatsoever. I won't be saying another word to none of you. I don't care what you do, what you're talking about, just like I proved all the agencies and departments are corrupt and they're powerless. You know what I mean? Drops mic. Need I say any more, bro?
Here's one for the listeners from Sheriff. So, Fight Night BC last night, Frost did say she was telling her family about me coming to visit, and they asked her if she trusts me. I said I was bringing a carry-on bag full of rope and duct tape. How Leonard Lake of you.
You know what I mean? Hey, stay mad, bro. Stay hating, bro. You know what I mean? It's absolutely unbelievable. We're on a public platform with rules, and I want to talk a certain way, and I can't literally because they continue and continue. They keep
You're welcome, Ledge.
keep doing that stuff like it's cute behind closed doors and on the internet. It's a public platform. Everybody sees. Folks just don't know any of these folks. Bro, these folks don't get, they have fake subs, fake views. They're not a part of this. It's just that simple. So like I said, if you're not a part of this, you're
It's extremely rare.
just not a part of this. There's no way around it. There's nothing that folks can do. All right. So like I said, I'm going to say this one last time, and this is the last time I'm going to tell you. I run my business. I'm successful. I've completely changed the world. And what I've done is incredible. And folks was waiting, sitting there waiting as usual. Right. And I got back from New York. I went to New York and proved my point. So what are you talking about? Like, nah, bro, folks is fans, man. Folks all came and broke bread and was on some nicey nice stuff. And again, the competition fee is $100. Where's
You know, that sounds like something that would absolutely happen. And one more time, let's go back about 10 seconds. There, it did it. Let's hear about the competition fee one more time. That is just, it's just out there, kids. 31 minutes after the hour.
York and prove my point. So what are you talking about? Like, nah, bro, folks is fans, man. Folks all came and broke bread and was on some nicey nice stuff. And again, the competition fee is $100. Where's my 100? Where's my hundo? I'm completely serious. What are you talking about? Every rule that I've established for my business is a legal rule. So that's another matter. That's a court matter. So I'll be getting paid in court, and then I got to get paid all this millions of dollars for punitive damages. I'm a boss.
She despises her own son that much. That's why I think she would do it. She hates this guy. She has to hate this guy. Everybody hates this guy. Generally, you don't get disowned without a really good reason, and they had many.
Feel me? So like I said, keep on doing it to yourself. That's all they do. And keep on helping me, because I'm getting millions of settlements, and you just increased my settlement amount more. And I already own everything.
Okay. It's not. It's an original joke. Okay, it's not back referencing anything. I like that. I like that a lot.
And I control everything because I was a man, because I stood on business. I didn't let people just tell me, oh, this ain't yours, or you got to leave, or you got to go here.
Certainly looked like something that would scare the absolute fuck out of this guy.
Because we're in our feelings. That's not the way the world works. I'm a grown man. Everything out here I own and paid cash for. There's not a thing any of you can do. Stay mad, homie. Feel me? We're gonna be laughing all the way to the bank, baby, every day. You understand? And now, like I said, I'm just tightening my grip on the street. I run everything, bro. So once I get this money, oh, trust me, it's on. You understand? I can't wait to get this money. You understand? And I'm gonna show how much I actually run these ghettos and hoods. Why?
Yeah, Jeezy, I'm with that.
Yeah. Anybody with something to say my name. Say Tyree Steve. Please do. Yeah. I'm a boss. We run everything. Like I said, let them do what they do, man. See, that's what they do. When they think your resource is low and you ain't got bread, that's when they try their games, and they didn't even do that.
Yeah, the humidity's been absolutely ridiculous here, and it has been for about a month, or more so than usual. I'm talking about 80 to 90% humidity a lot of the time.
Everything they talk about is fake. None of that stuff exists. There's rules in this society. Everyone have to follow them. Nobody's special. It don't matter who you are. So what do you mean? Like, nah, bro. You know, like I said, I'm glad that it's that serious for folks. I think it's hilarious. Just
okay, I'm going to read this for the listeners. It's from Sheriff. Shorts incoming, 10-minute live soon to follow. So I need everybody to be an executive producer and help me look out for a stream that will, in fact, probably happen. It's about that time. It's 2:33 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in the United States. So, yeah, he's about due. He is about to hang out.
like I laughed. Everything that folks did, I sat there and laughed. Ask them, what are you talking about? See, that's the thing, bro. Folks keep going on the internet and then you talking and acting differently. That's not how you acting. What are you talking about? That's not the way y'all talk. What do you call that? Exactly. You just helped me, bro. Yeah, I'm a real G and a boss, and y'all feel some way about gangsters because I'm the only one. Right? You just proved my point for me. I'm a real G through and through, straight up certified G in the books. Real gangsters of building. You already know about this, and yep. Like I said, I'm gonna stay getting my money. I control everything. Everything's monopolized, and now y'all gotta watch me win.
I know it was like that in Kentucky when my brother lived up in the holler. It's like the humidity gets down there and it just stays.
You feel me? Now what? You understand? While people like Rob Rack got to feed themselves delusion and say delusion all day that doesn't exist and think we care. I don't care what y'all say. It's just easy for me because I have my job. Like I said, I shut down illegal organizations for a living. I'm shutting everything down. Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I'm going to be in Sacramento. I don't know how many times I got to say that. You're going to keep acting like you something you're not, like you don't hear me.
We can no longer say that he'll never go to Sacramento or any place else, although his winding up in New York, in my opinion, was just an accident. He just happened to lose that group or get thrown out of that group, which is what I think happened in Delaware, and he just got on a train to Philadelphia, and all of a sudden he's on a bus to New York City, and I'm still astonished that he did it.
You know what I mean? I'll be right out on all them streets in Sacramento, homie. I run Sacramento. I run Los Angeles. I run California. We'll be fully operational out there. So all these folks with so much to say, I mean, that's cute. I'm going to be fully operational in your city, driving on bat pods and bulletproof bat suits.
Yeah, I do like the idea of him getting punched by a gray, but I did another one that's not really getting a whole lot of looks, that there are two aliens fighting and Tyree runs into the middle of it and gets punched in the face. That's pretty badass, actually.
That's how you feel now, homie. These folks ain't even on our radar. These folks are nowhere near us. Not in wealth, not in anything. What are you talking about? I'm wealthy as it gets. Only self-made trillionaire who ever existed. Baby, they big man.
Yeah, it's just a summer of instant sweat. Seems like it's that anywhere you are in this country. Just humidity in general just seems to be almost out of control. It's aliens. It's the government. It's certainly not blue, and he's here right now. Please warmly welcome. I love the story about him getting punked out of his bunk in the homeless shelter. That was great. Oh, this is my bunk, dude.
And I'm going to tell you why they big man, because I'm a gangster who runs the streets on top of everything else, and I don't stop being myself. See, money don't make me, I make money. I know they big man. Yep. So like I said, keep on that talking, right?
Yeah, wherever he is, he just stays in the same area, never leaves it, and that 10-block area or so tends to be it. Although he stretched out. He went to Brooklyn and things like that. He did hit a couple of the boroughs.
I'm this and that. You keep that up. These folks are my entertainment. They always have been, always will be. Nothing less, nothing more. We laugh, bro. It's all funny to me. It's all.
Here's one from Mimi for the listeners. You're a loss, not a boss.
Funny games. These folks are not capable of anything. Don't let them lie to you. Don't be deceived, public. You understand? Like I said, these folks keep acting like they're a part of something over here. None of them are. What do you mean? Like I said, do what you do. Keep doing what you do. All you doing is giving me.
The key word there, Kelchu, was. He's so gone. But I guess his mom was every bit as nuts as him, and she had that moment of clarity, and she did what she needed to do to have somewhat of a normal life. Should actually be an inspiration. I mean, if you can be that mentally, frankly, deranged and get it together to the point that his mom appears to have, that's very admirable.
Everything on all the documented evidence I need. Guaranteed settlements. Yep, you saw them folks couldn't stop me. You saw how I talked and how I spoke and everything that happened on camera. Like I said, no, you trying to take advantage because you know there's rules on the platform. Every move that these folks make is cowardly. We don't respect cowardice, bro. We don't respect nothing.
You said it right the first time, and then he realized it, so he had to pronounce it wrong. He said cowardice, and then he followed back with cowardice almost immediately. It's absolutely insane how this guy butchers the English language. Oh, yeah, you may have heard this, I think it was last week I went through this, but I'll tell it again. There was actually in Akron, Texas, It's a ghost town now. But yes, it was Akron, Texas. The idea that he knew about Akron, Texas, probably not so. But it did exist at one time. But nonetheless, he pronounces Akron, Akron because he's stupid.
Yeah, bro. We respect being a man. You understand? Like I said, I don't know why folks think this is some kind of free thing. This ain't free, bro. The point's been proven. Move on. There ain't nothing going on anymore from here on out. I'm not worried about, I didn't mention anyone. I ain't even talking about no one unless I'm saying the truth. What are you talking about? Why are you talking to me?
Okay.
Folks tried to stand in my light of what I've been.
All right, everybody. We have big news here from Sheriff Constant. He is chambered up. So let me go ahead and bring that up on my phone right now so I can be right on top of that. Thank you so much, Sheriff. Excellent work. He's an excellent associate producer. And by the way, I consider everybody that comments in the comments writers. I couldn't do this thing without you. I just simply couldn't do it. And he is live right now, so give me a moment here. Okay, we are going to go back to the very beginning.
Do this at our own pace. We're in no.
Okay, we have live Tyrese Need right here, right now. I thought, did I hit the button? Yes, I did. Another silent start, but boy, is he going to run his mouth. He certainly is. I just wish he'd do it right now. I certainly do. Let's see. I'll click here. No.
Other than that, I mean,
I should use the keyboard, but I'm too lazy to pick it up.
so like I said,
Oh, yeah.
outside of that, other than that, I mean, it is what it is because I'm going to continue to get my money. I'm going to continue to expand. I'm going to continue to do what I want to do. Like I said, I mean, it is what it is. Every day I run my business. Yesterday, I covered about 20 miles in a span of a few hours on the Bat Pod. The thing is fast as hell.
It's a bicycle. It's a bicycle. It's falling apart, but it's got a brake light and a headlight. Ooh, aren't you living big? No.
As usual, God helps me and gives me the right equipment and what I need. We do this at our own pace. We're in no rush, yet I move quicker than anyone. I've produced quicker and better results than anyone in the history of time. I'm out here making history. I'm on a level these folks can't even comprehend. Can you imagine trying to front and pretend? Folks are big mad in their feelings. They mad at what I own. They mad at what I got. They mad at what I'll always have. And what's crazy is, I mean, you want to talk about the future. The future only holds more. I'm only going to have more. Every day I attain and acquire more. What do you mean? There's no scenario or situation.
That's the truth, man. I'm trying to think of some. I know some.
That any of these folks talk about that exists. There's no scenario or situation where I'm not winning and I'm not on top of the world and I don't have all the wealth and all the equity and I don't obtain all the assets and all the money and everything I control. Folks said my name in New York. Like I said, I was just in New York. These folks talk on the internet. They don't talk in front of me. It's been the same way the whole time. Like I said, you could see crystal clear what folks is on, how they feel, what they doing. They making it clear. I mean, these folks are admitting to felonies and federal crimes online right in front of all of us.
I mean, I've made some big mistakes while doing this show, but no, I've never done that.
And these folks just sit there. Come on, man. They corrupt. We're going to continue to win, man. My stance against crime and corruption is real. You understand? It is what it is. You got to understand, like, nah, man, evil ain't about nothing, man. Real talk. All this stuff is cowardly. Folks ain't got nothing they can brag about, nothing they can talk about. Like, what are you talking about? We out here winning every day, bro. The world is mine. And every move that folks have made has not been a real move. It's been a move that helps me improve my position. And you're just giving me more documented evidence. There's nothing, like, I'm the only Braveheart, bro. I've won on every single stance. We can go down the list and talk about anything. Let's make sure that we're talking with people who are going to bet.
I'll read this for the listeners, although at this time I may not have any. I'm going to do it anyhow. It's from DZ. Y'all don't got the superhuman strength to get a beach cruiser Bat Pod up to 40 miles an hour.
Better us, where we're better ourselves, and make sure that we're talking to people that are going to get us to another level. You understand? I'm expanding to the West Coast next. That's what I'm focused on. These folks want to pocket watch. Like, I do everything with no money, bro. I ain't got no money right now.
You don't have to pocket watch because you tell us. You just told us you have no money. You do this all the time. It would seem to me that your delusion should block that statement, yet it doesn't. Well, I guess you need to admit to being broke so you can beg.
I don't need no money. Like I said, I spent my little money eating a great meal, a great breakfast the other day, and it was amazing. and I'm very happy about it. So what do you mean? I do what I want to do. It's kind of funny how they talk, but like I lived a lifestyle in New York that most people would only dream of. That's the truth. I wasn't like just up there struggling. I've never struggled. What do you mean? I'm not struggling now. I don't need money and I'm not struggling. See, you folks, they've got to make money. You got to make money every day. You got to go pay your rent. I don't have to make money. I've never been struggling. What do you mean? So I'm just saying, if you're going to speak my name, like I said, folks have no business speaking on me, nor can they. And if you're going to say my name, make sure you get your facts straight. That's all. Just say the truth. You know what I mean? That the dude shines and the dude continues to build out of nothing and has made and spent more money than your entire government combined and anyone who ever existed.
When he said that, what came to my mind was him trying to eat pancakes. I ran that a couple of weeks ago. I should probably run it again sometime. It's like he was raised by wolves.
Batman Project alone, I've invested millions and thousands over the course of the last 3.5 years. There is no one who can come close to my budget. All of YouTube could not come close to my budget. What are you talking about? Anyone on this network, they don't make any money. They're not getting paid. You can put up the best illusion you can. I'm not paying it no mind. I don't watch any of these folks. I don't pay attention to their little channels. What I got to do in my business has nothing to do with YouTube, bro. Much less do I focus on people who are nowhere near my level. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm going to continue to move forward and I'm going to continue to win. I could care less who feel what way about my success and about everything that I got going. My life is beautiful, bro. I have it all. What do you mean? I live an elite lifestyle. I live like above par. Like everything I do is just amazing and money.
Let's assess your situation. Your phone plan is off. Your phone is off. And right now you're stealing Wi-Fi. You do not live an elite lifestyle. People that live elite lifestyles, for example, eat on a regular basis, not to mention taking showers, both of which you don't do. An elite lifestyle, a broken down beach cruiser, and you're dressing like Batman. And even a cop told you that all you really do is just walk around dressed as Batman. You're an embarrassment to the human race.
You understand? And I got the Midas touch. Everything I touch turned to gold. So like I said, God bless my business. God bless me. I literally look like I'm sculpted and chiseled by the gods. I'm not playing. I'm a god. Are you serious?
Well, there's something for you to look for, DZ.
Can you imagine?
You'll find one.
Like I said, nah, man, talk direct. You know what I mean? Like I said, you know the rules of my business, invite only. Like I said, I'm only having conversations with people who are positive and want to see me win.
And yet here I am, and I love the fact that you lose. It's so very funny because you're just a piece of shit. A shitheel, as I've heard it put.
Outside of that, what do we have to talk about?
Yeah. Indeed, a female cop told him that all he does is walk around. Absolutely.
Understand? It's just crazy to me, man. This is a professional 5-star business. Like,
yeah, you're right.
You know, everything should be assumed.
I'll read this for the listeners. It's DZ. A female cop told him that all he does is walk around. Can't leave that part out, Rich. It's what made it sting a little extra. I happen to agree with that.
And already understood. You know what I mean? It's just like all these folks, they want to talk to me while I'm doing my live stream. For what purpose? You could have a conversation with me after I'm running my business. See what I'm saying? It's just about respect, man. But like I said, you know, everybody respect me. You know what I mean? I'm the most heavily feared and respected man in the entire world to date. And everything I've said is a fact. And guess what? All these folks have done is prove it more. And every day they'll continue to prove it more. So again, I could care less. I don't care who's watching. I know everybody watching. Like I said, who is you? Folks never had a conversation. I went all the way to New York and proved I'm the king of New York.
Who is I? I'm Richbartone, and this is a special Sunday edition of Saturday Madness. That is what is going on at this time.
You know what I mean? Nah, I went out my way to have a conversation, bro. You know what I mean? These folks want to type. Everything they do is on the internet, on their keyboard. Exactly. What do you call that?
Hey, listener, Sheriff Consent says the female cop also said he walk around wearing a costume. That set him off. Didn't you say something like, why don't you just cosplay?
Exactly. So what do you mean? I don't need to talk to folks like that, bro. I need to talk to folks that want to uplift and want to see me happy. You understand what I'm saying? So again, nah, that's crazy because it has nothing to do with what they talking about. Like, this is the streets, bro.
You're most certainly on the streets right now. Hey, listeners, this one's from DZ. Stealing Wi-Fi with a 10-minute live stream equals most respected man alive running his business.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a gangster. You know what I mean? But like I said, it is what it is. I don't got to explain it, you know, because I know what I'm thinking and I know where I'm at and nobody else does. You know what I mean? So like I said, it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, from this point on out, like I said, just like it's always been, it's the same rules apply. That's why everything these folks do and say is sneaky and weird, and it don't make no sense. Like, nah, bro, you gotta understand, I'm always respected. You understand? Heavily respected. And these folks come up to me paying me and stuff. Like, if you're gonna pay me, pay me. It ain't no $1. It's pay me. What do you mean? I'm owed $160. Shout out is $60, $100 when you want to compete.
That is $100 when you want to compete. I got to pay you $100 to whip your ass at whatever we're talking about. Nah, it's not going to happen. Hey, listeners, from DZ again, he do be a gaysta. And Ledgeview says, well, I'm convinced it's yet another one of his catchphrases. He is, after all, the king of the catchphrase.
My business isn't a legit official business. What are you talking about? Like I said, I could care less what people have to say, man. That's the thing. They always looking for an excuse, and they feeling because we're moving quicker than anyone. I don't need to go to the government for nothing. You do. Yeah, that's what they do. They beg for handouts like the Woffins. I don't have to go to nobody for nothing because I run my own businesses and I keep them ideas for a reason. And I end up making way more profit and way more money. What's goody?
Well, the stream has ended. Let's see. We have about 2 minutes and 21 seconds to ride yet. And yeah, cosplayer LARPing, live action role playing. This is for the listeners. He was beyond triggered. Plus, now he knows the cops are aware of him. Oh, yeah, you can bet the people on that bet are watching him and they're looking for him just to do the slightest thing wrong.
You understand? These folks can never stop what we do. We run the streets. Are you serious? So yeah, like I said, y'all know what it is. I know what it is. The world know what it is. So what's up? Like I said, I'm going to keep on winning every single day. I got to focus with what I'm doing. I train harder than Olympic athletes. You understand? Like,
no, I don't understand. Another one for the listeners. Great day to be a listener. It's from DZ. I can't believe Officer Frank didn't 5150 him last summer. That guy was the chief nursing officer of a huge hospital in the area. I did not know that. Thank you very much.
What are you talking about? Like, nah, I'm easy to find. I'll be out here every day. You know what I mean? Like I said, running my business, and if not, I'm on the bat pod going through doing miles. What are you talking about? Protecting Gotham. I do this for real, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything I do is real. All my stripes in the street are real. Like I said, we only talk to real folks. And we don't tell our information. We don't go running around telling on ourselves and this and that. Let them do that. Let them continue to make bad decisions and make no sense and then pretend that it means anything or that it makes them something they're not. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. The only tough guys right here. So like I said, we're going to continue to stand on business. We're going to continue to win. I want to know if any of them folks want to actually have a conversation publicly.
No, this is for the listeners. More context from DZ. So basically, the chief nursing officer at the biggest hospital in the area is 100% aware of an insane man meandering around the city with a bed sheet tied to his shoulders and a plastic Batman mask. Yeah, it's amazing the guy didn't. Well, you need to have a court order for that kind of stuff, don't you? I don't know how that works. Thank God I'm not insane.
On public airwaves about everything that they've actually done.
I
want to know about that. Do you want to talk about all the false calls you made? Right? That's a cop-out. That's cowardly. Do you want to talk about the fact that every time you talk, you're running away? Do you want to talk about that? That's a cop-out. That's cowardly. All they do is take the cop-out. How could you act like you're making a point or saying anything? And why do you keep talking about the same thing knowing that they're all homeless? None of them folks have anything. I'm not.
Regardless of whether wearing a leather biker jacket. Oh, man. I also think it's crazy. There are some people that wear shorts year round. If it's 10 degrees out, I've got insulated jeans on.
Not in your position, never have been, never will be. Why are you talking to me if I'm not talking to you? It's that simple, bro. Like, nah, in order to have a conversation, I have to agree to speak to you. What you're doing is illegal, and it's all documented. So like I said, nobody's approached me yet. Nobody's talked to me. Nobody's issued a public statement. There's a way to act and a way to behave.
Well, there's all kinds of public statements being made here by myself and the people here watching, the commenters, if you will. Yeah, that's been going on a whole lot here.
What do you mean? No, that's the code of reality, bro. There's no way around it. See, these folks think they can hop and skip around and jump around reality because they want to shine and they upset because I'm shining. They just want my shine. If you feel that way about me and it's this and that and you claim I'm struggling this and that and I don't look so good like I do.
Probably don't have a lot of listeners, but I'm going to read it for you. Anyhow, it's from DZ. The CNO could go straight to a judge and get a mental hygiene warrant or whatever they call it nowadays. If that's the case, geez, man, why did he leave him there? And Ledgeview says, of course, what a great guy.
If I'm not who I am and I ain't made all the money and these folks never had a dime, right? They don't make a dime. But they want to make memes and talk on the internet. They ain't made no money this entire time. All of them report. They've never made a dime.
Yeah, Sheriff, I have to buy new jeans. The jeans that I have right now are a 30. Well, no, wait, I have a pair of 32s. And I have a pair of 31s that actually fit me for some reason.
But you want to roll
I still need all new clothes.
verse and say, I'm you. Okay, if that's the case, then why are you trying to get my views, my attention? Why are you trying to stand in my light of what I built? Because I shine and I'm the best. Case closed is easy. You understand? I'll talk to you in a minute, man. Easy money.
Well, actually, it's not easy money in any way whatsoever. That was Batman is the World's Greatest Detective. We caught him live here on a special edition of Saturday Madness. I am, of course, Rich Baritone. 55 minutes after the hour, unless you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 20 minutes after the top of the hour. I think I got that right. Boy, I sure hope so. Anyway, let's move on. Well, I'll be here for a little bit yet. I'm grooving. I'm into it. So let's keep going. I'm going to click on one called Batman is Expanding His Business. Now, I don't know if this is one of those magical silent streams with the laugh track and the applause, but by golly, we're going to find out right here, right now. I'm double clicking on it. The curtain comes up and we're not off to a good start here. All right, we're not off to a good start at all. Let me take this moment here to... Yep, I think I know what stream this is, and it's no good for our purposes. So let me catch up on a couple of comments here before we move on to something that may actually have some...
Another thing...
Oh, the competence. Makes my mistakes seem like nothing, and most of the time they actually are. I'll read this from Ledgeview. I like how he's reduced himself to one stream a day, even though he was doing two from there. Coward, indeed.
I mean, it's hilarious and it's wacky. You understand? So, like I said, I mean, we're going to keep on doing our thing. We're going to keep on winning and I'm going to keep on getting paid to talk. It's the same story today again.
For many years, I didn't even wear shorts. I didn't. And then about 20 years ago, one day I said, fuck it. If the legs are ugly, they can deal with it.
The other day, like, yeah, it's funny as hell, man. But yeah, like I said, we're going to stay getting our money. We're going to stay getting our bread. These folks out here, they ain't even used to seeing somebody get paid to talk. I get paid to talk. You know what I mean? That's why they look all surprised and confused because they ain't never seen it right. Because, like, them folks ain't used to...
DZ, I saw something recently, and apparently this works. You take some vanilla extract and you put it in with a bottle of water, shake it up, spray it on you, and the bugs won't bite you. I believe you can look that up here on YouTube. I know you can look that up on YouTube because that's where I saw it.
Us getting our money, and it's weird because we always been getting money. We run the whole game. But like I said, we're going to keep on doing our thing. We're going to keep on getting bread. We're going to keep on getting money. I'm going to continue to speak public, and I'm going to continue to get paid millions for it.
Oh, that's sad.
You understand? Outside of that, basically all this stuff came from me. I invented it. I created it. I'm taking back what's mine, just like I'm taking back my country block by block. And you see, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting stronger and stronger. You know what I mean? And like I said, I mean, I teach a certain philosophy and I proved that my philosophy worked.
Oh, man, no kidding, Deez.
I mean, like I said, I'm not doing any contests or nothing. There's $100 contest fee if you're trying to compete. It's that simple. Get your weight up, not your hate up. If folks can't afford me, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, like I said, other than that, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of people want to say that certain things are going a certain way or have happened, and they want to keep changing the story.
I actually have a couple of bottles right now, 99% isopropyl alcohol. If you're trying to clean things up, it's going to happen for sure. It came from Amazon.
Not what happened.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen it.
Not at all. I'm owed $100 right now. You understand? So, like I said, that's the thing. When you build a business, you get to run it the way that you want. And
That is correct, Kelchu.
Certain rules that apply to running a business. You understand? So like I said, I just stay strategical. I stay strategical. I stay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a Candy Grand Prix joke. No wonder I didn't get it. I've seen her spraying herself with all that shit. But seriously, back about the mosquito thing, look that up. It's just vanilla extract and water. You put it in a spray bottle, and apparently it works like crazy.
Doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna stay winning it. Just that simple. Like I said, this is a professional environment, 5-star business, and we can continue to get our money. It's never been difficult. You know what I mean? Outside of that, like I said, I run the through New York, King of New York, real King of New York. I mean, like I said, man, on the totem pole, I'm at the top. I'm the cream of the crop. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm gonna have fun and keep on playing my games, try to make whatever dough I can. And if anything, I'm inclined to try to save every little penny and dime I can get. That way I can keep on saving. And that's the thing. Then we use this as a base, and then we launch out, and we, you know, like God sends me out, right? And deploys me, because I'm the soldier for God and the warrior for God. And we send out and we go out and we go to these other states and we run things. So like I said, King of New York, real King of New York, just got back from New York, right? Kentucky, Virginia, all these different states, man. You can't be serious, bro. The entire East Coast. I expanded my business to the entire East Coast. It ain't nothing. You understand? So like I said, a lot of folks want to post and talk, but they ain't on my level and they ain't doing what I'm doing. I could care less. You know, that's why every time I'm trying to live stream, folks want to come around. Like, these folks just standing here, bro. Like, this is what they do. It's hilarious to me, but we stay getting money.
Yeah, my guy actually had dab this time, and I went ahead and got me a gram of batter. I did do that.
We're going to stay getting bread. We're going to stay being positive. We're going to stay teaching them what they don't know. We're going to stay educated.
But it's not a lot, so I'll probably just use my yo can for that.
In the public and trying to help people become stronger, better people.
And that yo can will, yeah, it'll burn it up completely. And if you're using batter, it's almost impossible to burn it in that thing.
So that they can actually do what they need to do and advance. You understand? All that other stuff is the same mentality. We ain't got nothing to do with that. So like I said, we stay positive. We stay in a higher vibration. And like I said, I just got back from...
Well, that's a hell of an idea, Sheriff.
From running things in New York. I just got back from Akron, Ohio. It ain't nothing. We travel, we go out, we branch out. That's what these folks don't get, is you sleeping on me as usual. While y'all sleeping on me, I'm making moves. I'm going to stack whatever dough I get.
Yeah, that's a fairly common way to die, sadly. My late best friend had a brother to whom that actually happened to, and he almost died, and he never had another drink in his life. That was enough.
Get all my cash together for my bus tickets, and I'm going to do the same thing. Invest into my business and what I'm doing. Put all that into the bus tickets and the travel expenses. I'm going to branch out, and I'm expanding all these different territories coast to coast. Run things coast to coast on the mob. Like I said, folks can talk all they want. Talk is cheap. You understand? We producing the actual effective results. See, that's the thing. You got to understand, these folks know what it is, man. They know that we accomplishing everything we set out to accomplish, and everything that I'm doing perfectly. I built all this from scratch, just from talking. I finessed all the money, and I finessed all and built everything, put it all together. Are you serious? Nobody.
I will do that just for you.
They could do it like me, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, other than that, you're going to see the strength levels jump. And if anything, like, it is what it is. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean, the full extension exercises help too. I've been doing them the entire time. I just do a lot of them off camera.
Oh, you bet. You bet. Yeah, things are pretty toxic that way anymore.
You know what I mean? Every type of exercise helps, just like learning every style of martial arts helps. I mean, you got to incorporate everything. That's the entire point of my philosophy, is the same thing that Bruce Lee said, and it works. You know what I mean? So other than that, I mean, it is what it is. I could care less. You know what I mean? Like, that's my only thing, is like, oh, I'm going to get my money. I'm going to get my money every day. I'm going to do what I need to do and get my money. And I'm going to use your system and turn it around on its axis like I did. And I utilize and use the system and outsmart the system and the resources available. I use them all. And I use the system and use your system that you built against me, right? This entire system, we know exactly what it is. This matrix is a joke. And I utilize the system, turn it around, right? Spin it on its axis, and then use it for my benefit. These folks have never seen a genius like me, living better, doing better, looking better, everything, and we make more money. These folks can never come close. Nobody. Folks want to talk. Talk is cheap, bro. I ain't talking, bro.
It's all you're doing. It's all you're ever doing. I don't point it out a whole lot anymore, but every now and again, it's just so blatant it just can't go without comment.
Believe me, I ain't talking. You understand? See, that's the difference. That's why when we went to New York, we made sure everything was solidified on camera and folks could see what it is. I went to every single calisthenics park in New York and shut the building down without trying. Folks want to talk about these fake workout groups like all them.
Wait a minute. This portion of our show is going to be brought to you by the letter J. He said something. I'm going to go back 20 seconds. This was just stunning to me.
Folks want to talk. Talk is cheap, bro. I ain't talking, bro. Believe me, I ain't talking. You understand? See, that's the difference. That's why when we went to New York, we made sure everything was solidified on camera and folks could see what it is. I went to every single calisthenics park in New York and shut the building down without trying. Folks.
You went to every calisthenics place in New York and shut the building down. What the actual fuck? What do you mean? Man, my mind is blank right now. So geez, man.
Want to talk about these fake workout groups like all them same folks in New York, you know what I mean, that want to act.
And it's not the smoke either. It's like I'm semi-concussed from listening to this fuck.
Like they originated this stuff. I mean, nobody originated calisthenics that we know of. Somebody else did. We don't know who it is. But I mean, like I said, I'm getting paid off calisthenics too. I'm going to get paid off everything. So it ain't nothing new. It's all gravy. Everything is money. Here we alchemize. I'm turning everything into money.
Speaking of fitness businesses, you're all familiar with Bally Fitness, right? You know how Bally Fitness came to be? They bought out Jack LaLanne. Most of the older ones were actually Jack LaLanne Studios, as I believe they called them. Yeah, there's your pioneer right there. And yeah, every time you see Bally, the only reason it's there is because they bought out Jack LaLanne.
You understand? So like I said, these folks wish they could get on my level. They'll never come close. They can't hustle like me. They ain't anywhere near like me. They ain't living like us. They ain't doing what we doing. It's that simple. So like I said, I'm going to keep on getting my dough, keep on doing what I do. Let them, sit there and pretend. Let them do what they.
Yeah, the shit he talks about Goku Pump was ridiculous. I was shocked. I just thought it was some guy, and I looked him up. It was like 1 million whatever subs. Oh my God, he's with a legitimate YouTuber.
Dude, let them talk behind your back. Let them all be in their feelings and they 9 to 5. I don't care, bro. I'm going to continue to make this money. I'm going to continue to get my dough. I'm going to continue to be the boss, and I'm going to continue to get the best results.
Do this. Everybody, DZ can't do this, but pull up a Jack LaLanne show and do the workouts. They look like they're real easy. I'm thinking about trying one, but I'm afraid to because it would put me in the floor. Wow, the guy was all about intensity.
You understand? Just like I'm the king of New York. Actual king of New York. Remember that. I'll be eating steak in the most expensive steakhouse after I get through, working, because every day I run the street.
No, you wouldn't. And the day before Jack LaLanne died, he did his usual 2-hour workout in the morning. He would work out for 2 hours before he even ate breakfast.
Fully operational in New York. I'll be out there with the bat suits. I'll be out there with the bat pods. I'll be out there with everything. Oh, and I'm already a mechanical engineer. Yes, 100%. I'll be able to put all that together in 5 seconds once they facilitate the environment to do so. So that ain't nothing. That's easy money. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. I got business to attend to. All right. We'll talk in a minute. Easy.
No, we won't talk in a minute. We won't talk in a minute. That was Batman is expanding his business right here on Negative 43 TV special edition of Saturday Madness. I am, of course, Rich Baritone, 7 minutes after the hour. At least it is where I'm sitting. And it is where most of you are. Let's see. Newfoundland and Labrador, it would be 23 minutes after the hour, something like that. Hell, I don't know. So let's look up a little something more. Hell, we might be here for a while. We've already been here 2 hours and 8 minutes. So that's just a wonderful show. Everything is going absolutely great. And let me see if I can curse myself. I haven't fucked up yet. This should guarantee it. It should absolutely guarantee it. So let me see. Expanding his business is the CEO. Have we looked at Batman as the CEO? I think we have. Let's just keep going on back. Keep going on back. Okay, here is one, I believe. Yeah, we'll pick this one. This one is from 6 days ago. This is called Batman is Building an Empire. Whatever that means to Tyrese Need, by God, he's building it. He absolutely is. He's building it with twigs, of course. Up goes the curtain. And
I'm right back. That's simple. So yeah, like I said, bro, it is what it is, man. Like I said, over here, everything gets responded to. You understand? Always, everything gets addressed. You understand? Like I said, you see what it is, man. Them views keep building up. They build up throughout the day. I mean, like I said, I have a gift. I got gifts. You know what I mean? Again, what I do has nothing to do with you two. You're talking to a man who built his own business, and we operate above the feds. You're talking to a man.
Yep, 100% a product of steroids. No doubt about it. Men in their 60s or late 50s don't just suddenly explode their musculature. Just doesn't happen without juice.
And who single-handedly has more power than the CIA, Feds, FBI combined, and Secret Service.
That's true, but the whole mustache thing and the plastic surgery came highly unrecommended.
Not joking. That's how quick I've made progress. This world is mine. All y'all just pay rent in it. Real talk. And I'm not playing because they all rent it.
What the hell ever? Please welcome Lobster to the show. He's driving, so you know what's up. Yes, indeed. I love it when people tell me they're in their car listening to Negative 43 TV. It kind of scratches my wannabe DJ spot, I suppose. It's one of those dreams that didn't come true, and I'm kind of glad that it did, because I don't think I would have enjoyed moving 8 to 10 times.
What you talking about? Yeah, how come every time y'all talk, you keep saying things that aren't true?
That is absolutely true. You still have to do the exercise needed if you're on juice. You just don't shoot it and all of a sudden there's muscles.
And don't exist. What is that? Bro, I don't care about that. Like I said, it got to be somebody with a voice and a seat at the table to talk to me, man. All that other stuff is just whatever. You feel me? So yeah, moving forward, bro, we run the streets. We gonna keep on being the boss. And let them folks keep on watching me win. It's that simple.
Well, Vince McMahon looked like it, at least to me. I guess we'll agree to disagree on that.
Like, folks can't stop nothing I'm doing. Nothing.
Just all of a sudden,
and they can't stop my money. That next check is up over $63. These folks sit there and count my pockets. They worried about my checks, bro. I stay accumulating. I
agree, DZ. You got to be tough to the point of throwing hands. That's absolutely true. It's not an easy business, especially the way he did it.
Money. What do you mean? You say whatever you want. This entire time I provided for myself. I've provided, probably thousands and thousands and not probably, guaranteed thousands and thousands of dollars. I don't show you my budget, and I don't tell you how much I really got. What are you talking about? Y'all never know the moves I'm making.
You do. You admitted a little while ago on this show that you're broke.
You know what I mean? So what are you talking about? I got everything moving right now while I'm speaking to you. As usual. See, they sleeping on me again. Sleeping on me. You want to talk about money, man. Everything I do, I make hundos and thousands and racks nonstop. See, that's my thing. Like, what is you talking about? Why are you trying to talk money with me? Bro, these are folks who can't afford anything, who don't have no money. Do you understand how much money I've accumulated and made and spent and running this business alone?
Well, it's mind-numbing after a while. Running this business alone? Oh, you mean the idea that doesn't exist?
Boy, quit playing. All 100% real and legit, and they all know it. See, that's the thing, bro. Like, what does money have to do?
He is not currently live, so let me change that banner really, really quick. What the actual hell? One more time. Let's fire it up. If you don't smoke, have something to drink, something to eat. Always remember, smoke them if you got them is all about what makes you happy 13 minutes after the hour.
Do with anything, bro. Like, what? Like, look at you. Are you serious? What? Don't worry about no money, bro. Worry about getting yourself right, man. A lot of these folks, like, worry about getting in shape. You could go run. You could go exercise. That's the main thing most of them need to do. Exercise is like the best thing for you.
I know the mansion is his mom's 2-bedroom ranch. And I think if I was guessing, I would say the estate is probably the golf course that it's on.
That's why they all in their feelings every day. Like, Hey, listen, bro. I let you know what it is today. I let you know what it is every day, man.
I've seen Vince, Shane McMahon do some things I would never do in a million years. A million years.
I keep on telling y'all the truth, and you folks want to pretend.
He would have been great on Jackass, I'll tell you that. But yeah, he would surrender his body to the business.
But they all know what it is. Like, bro, if you don't want to listen, you don't have to. I honestly hope that y'all don't. I really do. I 100% hope that y'all don't hear me. I hope you don't listen. I hope you want to keep on, you know, with the nonsense. I hope you want to keep on pretending that you playing games, because ain't nobody playing games either. That's what I'm saying. All that stuff is fake. It's some internet stuff. See, folks keep on being disingenuous. You're saying things that aren't happening, bro. What are you talking about, man? That's not what happened.
Glad you mentioned that. I need to take some meds here in about 10 minutes myself.
You're just like everything that these folks continue to try to rewrite history and rewrite a testament. You got to have a voice to do that. The only one with a voice is right here.
You don't have a voice in anything. I have a voice relative to this kind of stuff right here. You see, the reason, for those of you who may not know, the reason I run this show like this is because he says he's on radio. This is a radio show. He has no more of a clue of it than I do, but I kind of made it a hobby to attempt as best I could to run a nice, clean broadcast, because he claims he's on the radio. I'm not on the radio either. I'm just trying to recreate it. That's all that's going on here.
Listen, these folks wasting their time, bro. Obsessing over little old me. That stuff is sad. Like I said, why you keep trying to come around? Bro, listen, man. I'm going to run my business and do what I do regardless, right? And apparently y'all don't understand. There's different places to go all over the place, bro.
Yes, there are. There absolutely are. And you've absolutely done that recently. Credit must be given to you for that, even though, as I said earlier, the whole New York thing was simply an accident. You got thrown out of the church cult in Delaware, and I believe that's what happened. And just, it was close to New York, so you just went. It was a total accident, and I'm with you, Kelchu. Thank God for trazodone and melatonin. The older you get, the harder it is to sleep. Believe me when I tell you that.
So I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea, bro. Like I said, I'm going to keep on uploading my videos, and right away, whenever I can. Like I said, when the phone plan goes out or whatever, I mean, I'm over $63. So you already know what it is, because you know I got another check coming at some point. All I got to do is keep going. You know what I mean? All I got to do is find some Wi-Fi, upload
Oh, thank you so much for that, Kelchu. Very nice of you to say that.
couple of videos a day at least like 2 or 3 at the most, right? They got a problem with that too. That's why they watching me so closely. These folks are literally worried about me making $1 a day or some change. That's crazy, bro. Because
he just admitted it. He just admitted it. I think most days he probably makes less than that. That's how you get those 4-month checks going.
They all know what it is, because I built something that's on another level. What do you mean? I'm not struggling. I'm not none of that. You don't know my finances, and you don't know me. I've never struggled.
I have to go take my gabapentin here in a few minutes, because I'm blessed. I'm not diabetic, but I have neuropathy, because my back is all jacked up. It's so special.
God always provides for me, always. And I'm gonna say this again. You got to understand, like, that's what it takes to build something. You know what I mean? I'm the man in New York, bro. I don't care about the valley. I'm not trying to be the man in the valley. I already have been that forever. I don't care. There's nothing here of value. That's the truth. Like, what? So, like I said, keep on letting them do what they do.
In fact, I will go do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic and see if we can't generate a mute game winner here on this Sunday, here on the special Sunday edition of Negative 43 TV Saturday Madness. I'm Rich Baritone, and I'll be right back. Let's see if I can remember to unmute the mic. It's always fun. Here we go.
This is what happens, you know? Like I said, now folks get nothing. I mean, that was real smart. Are you serious? Like, every time I'm trying to just be myself and be in my energy, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't know how you think that's a smart decision. You know, now when I get my money, I'm keeping my money. I'm going to go to Boston or something, you know what I'm saying? And like, it just is what it is. And that's the thing. Like, I would never be like that. I would never be selfish. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing. Like I still want to help people and help the right people, but this is just inexcusable, man, at this point. You understand? Like, bro, I'm a grown man, man. You know what I mean? I don't know what folks talking about. Why do these folks keep watching and then try to keep pretending they don't see what's happening and what's going on? Bro, again, I'm a grown man, bro. I'm going to run my business. Ain't nothing happening. What are you talking about? Like I said, we goody, homie. We out here winning, and I just proved I'm the king of New York. You understand? So, like I said, everybody know what it is. Like I told you, we don't do no fake talk over here, and we don't do no fake energies. You understand? Like, come on, man. All these homies showed their cards. Like I said, you just proved who the strongest. We knew that since day one. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a little dude. How the hell am I stronger than all of these folks? Come on, man. Think about that. Man, I got God with me, bro. These folks could never come close. So, like I said, nah, we won't be collaborating. We won't be doing any content together. Nothing. Nothing. We won't be talking either.
I am back. No mute game winner this time. I remembered I actually didn't. I took my pills with not a sponsor, a nice Sprecher strawberries and cream. I'm treating myself today. It is Sunday after all. This bottle, however, says that maybe I should have taken a pass. 240 calories, which I expected. No protein, of course. 53 grams of added sugar. 105% of your daily allotment of sugar. Yeah, I said that. 105% of your daily sugar. No wonder it tastes good, but oh my God.
Again. You understand? So moving forward from that premise, what y'all gonna do now?
Thank you so much, Kelchu.
Without me. Like I said, they need me, and they never built anything. They never made no money. Not off of me, not nothing. I offered to work together with everybody. Folks could have been genuine. You know what I mean? Nah. And a shout out, like I said, that's $25 at least. I'm not even. That's 55.
I read that in the middle of taking a drink, and that's why I was joking there. I got to read this for the listeners. It's from Sheriff Consent. I had my blood work done in January. I was going through menopause. Estrogen was sky high, super emotional. Been on test replacement and estrogen blockers since. Glad I decided to do it.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, like, what do you mean? Notice how folks couldn't afford it, but they want to talk about money. They literally said that was all the money they had, a couple of bucks. That's sad. That's the reality check, Hoss. Funny as hell. What? Like, bro,
No kidding. I didn't know that. I don't keep up with WWF. Yeah, it's pretty bad when your dad fires you from any job.
You know, like, it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not the one pretending.
Hey, that could cause some fractures in the relationship, you know?
So, I mean, it sounds like a personal problem to me. Like, how you come around and keep acting and you a fan, and then, oh, you want to go to the internet and pretend. What you want is a back and forth. You want to be a part of what I'm doing because you see I'm getting all the attention. And like I said, them folks have to spend their money trying to fake what I'm genuinely doing over here. So,
okay, here's one from DZ. My doctor started prescribing me testosterone shots like 5 years ago. I'm too cheap to buy them. Yeah, that shit's quite expensive. I can only spend big money on dope that gets me high, dog. I'm with you there.
You ain't getting paid for it, so what are you talking about? Yep. That's exactly what's happening. I'm so far ahead of these folks, it's unreal. They'll never catch up. So what's the point? What's the point of doing something without a purpose? It's all just geared towards me and the fact that folks in their feelings, they ain't making no money. Not a dime. Ain't none of them folks making no money on this network. I guarantee that. So what do you mean? See, that's the thing. They just keep lying. If they talking, they lying. Yeah, that's the only way that the NBA even does what it does or exists. Because all the who keep lying. If they didn't lie and they just...
All the who keep lying? Why would you talk shit about the who? I mean, Townsend and Daltrey are in their 80s. Why would you talk shit about the who?
Admitted that they...
Keith Moon forever, everybody.
Don't get paid and that they're in modern day, you know what? Then we would have good organizations that actually pay their players when they play. Because that's how much of a joke the system is. That's why that one
I'm glad you got it together. Those mood swings can be a real bitch.
lady is sitting there next to Caitlin Clark with her head down,
Oh,
depressed,
What are we
because that's what
doing
all
here?
of them are every day, because they lack self-confidence. They come from like the hood and the ghetto. They never been about nothing. You understand? So like that's just the reality of it. You know, they know who's the best. They know who's superior. They know who's the best they've been on. You understand? So it's like I could care less, because all these folks want to have an opinion and they want to talk. Give me a minute.
I don't want to give you a minute, in no way. But DZ, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've never had a doctor's recommend testosterone shots. I guess low T.
But
Apparently,
yeah,
it's an
that's the
issue.
problem, is that everybody want to just open their mouth with an opinion, like Pac said. Like, bro, everybody can say whatever they want. What does that have to do with me or anything that I'm doing? Nothing. It has nothing to do with nothing. So what do you mean? You know what I mean? Here I am walking in the street again. It's quite funny too, because like I said, like, I hear people walking the street all the time. So what do you mean? See what I'm saying? Like, these folks don't even have an excuse. Oh, and you lied about that too, because you were parking up there on the other side. So what you're saying you didn't even do. And all that is on camera. And if you didn't have the camera on, that's illegal too. That's another felony. Keep on doing what you're doing. These are renters. That's what they are. They're renters. You could stay mad, bro. You ain't gonna have time to worry about me because your rent's due. See my point? See, that's the thing. Like, all y'all want to focus on me. Okay, cool, no problem. Keep on watching me succeed on a level you could never fathom or comprehend. Run the streets for real. Like I said, these folks want to act like I'm playing like this a game. Like I've peaked or something. I haven't begun to peak.
Oh, you've never had a peak. You never started on any sort of an upward trajectory in your life. You've never had a peak. You've had a deadline. That's absolutely what you said. And I'm with you, DZ. Especially at my age, psychedelics, I just don't think it would work out well for me for the same reason. I mean, either I'm going to laugh my ass off or I'm going to lay down on the floor and cry over things that used to be.
This is nothing what you think I've done so far. You don't even know the truth of what I've accomplished. Like, are you serious? Bro, I'm about to turn it up like 800 more notches, including the strength that you haven't noticed.
I am glad to see the estrogens working for you, Sheriff.
Because the last vertical lift I did looked like something out of a Star Wars movie. Yeah. You don't get it, bro. There's no way to stop me or anything I'm doing. Because God loved me. Oh, that's the other thing too. I saw that too. How they keep admitting that they feel some way about Jesus Christ and about God, just like God told me it's not personal. It
I think that's true. Yeah.
has nothing to do with me.
I think it was Shane Gillis.
It has to do with the fact that I'm the son of God. Okay.
Oh boy.
Man, I don't care who it is. You
know, we've been here almost 2.5 hours, and that's the first time I've heard him mention Son of God that I can recall. You do miss things when you're hosting.
come around me, you come respectful. You understand? If I'm not trying to talk to you, then you don't have any business approaching me. And that's how we doing it from now on. They already know what's good. They know what it is. So what do you mean? See what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is a business, bro. You understand? Like I said, like, that's my thing. Like,
yeah, plateaus are an absolute bitch. I got caught on a plateau during my journey where my weight was hung up between 180 and 186 pounds. And it seemed like I couldn't get off of that number. And I didn't get off of it for almost 3 months. After I got off of it, everything started going much better. Plateaus are real and plateaus are frustrating.
nah, if you was talking about anything, then you would have talked. You know what I mean? That's not what happened, as usual. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. It don't work that way. You know, folks can't develop a name in the game out of nowhere. You can't just come out of left field. You got to be about something. You got to be about this. I don't know who you are. I don't know none of these folks. They ain't got nothing to do with me. So what are you talking about? Like, that was another desperate attempt. And like I said, you paid me. Just like all the agents that were sent across state lines, just like every story.
The effort is all that matters, Deez. You're doing good.
That I hear, and you keep hearing, I don't run to these corrupt folks for my problems because I'm a gangster. So again, I mean, all that stuff is candy, bro. Y'all ain't talking about nothing.
Jesus.
So like I said, again, I'm not here for that. So I'm going to say this too. We're not doing that ever again. No more theatrics, no more act, no, nothing, no escapades. I'm not doing it ever again. And that I promise on everything I love. Now what? Like I said, I don't play games that I didn't agree to play. You understand? So now what? I guarantee you, because that's what it seemed to be. It just seemed to be that somebody's sitting and they doing whatever on their computer and they keep on trying to go like do the opposite of what I say. Like, no, everybody respect me. Everybody, nobody special. Everybody gonna do what I say. So like I said, no, we don't play like that. So like I said, that's what you're gonna see from here on out. I assure you, I guarantee you. Because every time I'm gonna stand on business, because there ain't gonna be every time. Because we just gonna keep on doing what we doing. People know I run the streets. People know they gotta respect me. So like I said, again, that's not how you came. You trying to front. You know what I mean? Don't lie. Y'all come on some fan stuff. Y'all come kissing up. Y'all come as, oh,
you're doing what you need to do. You're doing what you need to do. Just have faith in that.
My biggest fan. That's how y'all come. Y'all pay me and put money in my pocket because that's your job. That's what you're supposed to do because you're not on my level.
I can feel that. I was a catcher. I was a baseball guy. Had a 90-mile-an-hour arm back when that was actually impressive. And I can't throw a ball maybe 100 feet now without just pain.
Right. See, that's the thing. I mean,
I tore a rotator cuff back then and never did anything about it. That didn't help. And then came arthritis.
You know it's fake and simulated on the internet and on this network because if they was getting more views than me or they had more subs for real and it was genuine.
So I absolutely feel you that way.
And they was a star and I wasn't, or I was a star and they were a bigger star, well, then they wouldn't be kissing up and trying to pay me to get attention on my platform, would they? Easy. And that's as simple as it is, man. Like I said, like, why are you worried about it? Like, that's desperation. That means they broke. You trying to make money on
outstanding. I'm really happy to hear that. Real happy to hear that.
On a platform to pay 1/100 of a cent? I ain't even really too worried about this, bro. And I'm making check after check after check after check. Fact is, they jelly because I'm, like I said, making and spending thousands of dollars doing what I'm doing. And
you're not making and spending thousands of dollars. We all know because you tell us you're broke and you're talking about spending thousands and thousands of dollars for whatever the fuck. We all know you're broke. You're the only person you're fooling is yourself, and I strongly suspect that's not working.
It has nothing to do with YouTube. Most of my money I don't make on YouTube. I make it talking and finessing. I make it with the support of the people. So a lot of times people will they hate on me because folks love me. You understand? So like I said, that's my deal. Like, I'm not going to let it spoil anything that I built.
That is one thing that my gym does not have that I wish it did. A sauna. Yeah, that it would be nice, but by golly, it's got everything else. And I got in there for free. Thank you, Silver Sneakers.
You know what I mean? But my deal is it's just too much, man. It's been a repeated thing. Like, if this is how folks want to act, I'm good. I ain't got to do nothing for you. I don't owe nobody anything. People owe me. So, like I said, it is what it is, man. All that other stuff, like, oh, you're a superstar. I haven't even had one woman in the Valley approach me and talk to me like what I am, a grown man and the only real man who ever existed.
Why would they? No woman's approached me. No fucking shit. No kidding. Look in the mirror. You don't brush your teeth. You're missing your 2 front teeth. A shower is maybe a once or twice a week thing. A lot of the time you're out dressed like fucking Batman, like a complete fucking retard. No, women aren't going to say, ooh, look at that guy named Batman. Look at that Batman right there. Oh, I've got to go over there and just take my panties down right now. Nah, that's not what happens. They look at him and they say to themselves, what the fuck?
None of them. I haven't had anyone talk to me. I haven't had anyone offer me anything. They keep saying readings about I'm going to get a divine spouse and love. Okay, guess what? This is the answer. All y'all took too long. All y'all didn't do anything for me. My phone plan's really about to go out today. That was the whole point right there. Like, that's the playing chip. The phone's about to go out. Nobody sent me. It's only $55 for a phone bill. Nobody sent me a dime. The answer is no for everything.
I wonder if she met Napoleon. That used to be a big one.
No, I don't care if it's a contract, offer, music record deal. I don't care if the Secret Service trying to hire me. I don't any of these agencies. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care if it's a check you want to give me because I earned it. The answer is no for everything now.
I don't know how long I'd hang because I would be a raw beginner. I probably wouldn't make it too long to start with.
Now I'm going to buckle down, and now I'm going to be strategic as it get. And now you just really created a monster on a whole different level, because now I'm really challenging the entire world because I know the capacity that I actually have. I'm tired of people underestimating me. I'm tired of people pretending that they can play with me. I'm not Rajah Jackson, little homie. You understand? See, I've proven my dues. I've proven who I am and what I do. I got stripes in every street corner. You got to be kidding me, little homie. See, that's the thing. These folks all fear me. Most feared man in history and most respected man. So what are you talking about?
Nobody fears you. Again, every now and again, I just have to mention this. Most of the time I let that go, but nobody fears you. Absolutely nobody fears you. Nobody respects you. Nobody looks up to you. You are a waste of, a waste of fertilization. I'll put it that way. When your mom and your dad got together that night, you should have been anal sex.
I don't have time, bro. I'm a grown man. So back to grown man
A way of saying that you wouldn't be here.
business. And it's that simple. So yeah, answer is no all across the board for anything. I don't care what it is. Answer is no. Now, as far as everything else, like, dog, gonna give me the money. Whatever money coming to me, I'm gonna get.
Yeah, it seems to me that maybe you wouldn't want to bone in a hot tub anyway. It seems to me you'd have to drain it, really clean that fucker. And no, water ain't lube.
When the time right, when God want me to have it. You know what I mean? Other than that, answer is no for everything. I don't care what it is. Nope. And you're going to have to better your offer, and you're going to have to escalate the digits. Bring them up. You're going to have to offer me more money. As far as women, I'm not, no. Answer is no, completely all across the board now. I don't
A hot tub sounds like something I could use.
care what I'm offered. I don't care who it is. I don't care how they look. I don't care about none of that. Y'all really just did that. Y'all just changed everything for everyone. You understand? Now I'm gonna buckle down in these streets, and you got to understand, like, I really own and run the streets. So it is what it is. Now you just made it where it's a whole different environment. I'm not playing at all. That's why if you heard him, what did he say in the depiction? He said, the bat is angry. This ain't a joke, bro. You in Gotham, bro. You in Gotham, and guess who run Gotham? The Dark Knight. It's all real, bro.
You're in Brownsville, Texas. Gotham City was modeled after New York City, which you were actually at, but that's not Gotham City either, because Gotham City is fictional. You know what fictional means? Do you? It's a creation of somebody's mind. It doesn't actually exist outside of movies and comic books. That's as real as it gets, which I'm saying that Gotham City doesn't exist. Good fucking God. No wonder women don't do it. Throw that on the pile of reasons women don't want to talk to you.
This ain't no movie script either. See, I'm writing this. I do what I want to do. You understand? So, like I said, that's my whole point. Don't ever pretend that you got something when you don't have nothing. Don't ever bluff with me.
Oh, man, that sounds good, Teasy.
Bro, I play blackjack for real, huh? You understand? So now you bluffed and you got called on your bluff and you lost that hand. Right? And now I'm gonna alchemize that. You're gonna pay me millions when I get my settlement, more millions of dollars, right? And now you just really got me in a whole nother mood and mode. So now I'm gonna buckle down and go to work. So now all of these folks, you're my complete focus now. You have my undivided attention. And I get to find out everything about you so we can be close and know each other.
Yeah, I've always compared him to like a blues guitarist that has an absolute command of the minor pentatonic scale. And he can play the same song 20 times, and when he plays the solo, he can play it 20 different ways. That's kind of what I think happens here with Tyree. That's it.
For fun, because that's what I do.
Yeah, he was the Joker when he was in Vegas.
Independent detective, homie. I get to do my research on whoever. Say my name. Anyone. Say my name. Any of y'all. You want to speak my name? Ask all my enemies about me. Real talk. I'm not even playing, bro. So yeah, like I said,
I'll read this for the listeners from DZ. He has been about 25 fictional characters over the years. He'd rather be anyone else, anyone who is not Joseph Sneed V. Absolutely true. And please, please warmly welcome Nakasonic Middle-Aged Dickhead. He's live right now in the negative 43 TV studios, 39 minutes after the hour, unless, of course, you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 3 minutes after the hour. 4 minutes after the hour, something like that.
all that other stuff, that's some sideshow theatric circus stuff. That's Joker stuff. Ain't none of that exists. That's not what happened. The whole world knows what happened. It's just the whole world know me and they don't know y'all because y'all ain't famous. What you talking about? So moving forward from that premise, like I said, nah, I'm gonna buckle down, I'm gonna get busy, and I'm gonna get to work now. You understand? Now I'm in a whole different mode. You understand? So like I said, I mean, nah. It is what it is. Like God said, vengeance is mine. You understand? I'm the vessel he using, bro. Are you serious? You really think that I would make a mistake at this point in the game? When I got back, bro, I just proved I run New York. Why would I go make a mistake? You don't see me talking and going around folks. They come into where I'm working in my place of business. What business they have doing that? They ain't got no business coming around me, bro. I already told you what it is, man. What are you talking about? I got to remind you? See, that's what they do. They keep acting like, oh, it's your responsibility. Oh, you're doing this and that. Nah, that's not what's happening. Nah, folks pay me. That's what they always do. What do you mean? I'm going to live my life and have fun and do what I do. That doesn't excuse what they're doing. What are you talking about? So again, folks say they want to do their job. When are you going to do your job? We waited decades. What are you talking about? You know everything going on, man. What are you talking about? Just like I said, they've been trying to cover up all them crimes and stuff in Brownsville this entire time. Then they keep acting like,
was it free shipping, D's?
Like there's some fear in the air, like they got control. Man, there's 8 million of y'all, and one man completely won already, Tyree Sneed. You can't be serious. I defeated that system light years ago. Oh, I'm gonna keep talking. You ain't gonna do nothing about it. None of you. Powerless. The Valley's a joke, bro. Are you serious? I run this in my sleep. You understand? See, that's the thing. I already got y'all on autopilot. That's how real this is. That's how sick I am with it.
Very well put, Sheriff. I'll read it for the listeners. Trying to escape being Joey Sneed is like the person that sits on the toilet for so long that their ass becomes fused to the seat.
Yeah, y'all can't be serious, man. I don't even take y'all serious. So yeah, like I said, I don't understand how folks could try to ever pretend or front or pretend something a game that they know ain't no game. Bro, I got every stripe, bro. The real stripes. I don't need to explain. I don't do no talking. You understand? So yeah, like I
hate to get anything damaged, anything at all.
said, I don't know what they talking about, bro. You talking to actual goons and gangsters out here, man. You understand? So that's my thing. You go to these different fake wannabe hoods, like in Houston, you got them on video and camera talking crazy.
Oh man, DZ, can't no one do nothing right no more.
Talking about, yeah, dudes say they go to the hood, but they don't come out here. Okay, which hood is that in Houston? I'm gonna come through. That's how real it is. Any hood that people say people won't go to, anything they talk about this and that, there's going to be an actual Batman out in that hood the minute you say that, as soon as I get my money.
So why didn't you go to the hood while you were in New York City? We want to know, why didn't you go to the hood? Why did you hang around the relatively safe places? You didn't set foot in the hood. So it sounds to me like you're full of whatever you care him to be full of. Shit, come, whatever.
Every place, any challenge, I don't care if they say my name or not. All these dudes that claim they tough, claim they this and that, you got dudes trying to copy my swagger on social media, trying to talk like me, talking about, yeah, I do this and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. About
still traveling from Columbus to Richmond. I worked in freight for the last 12 years of my career. That is a major fuck up, even though it's just a couple of record albums. That just screams absolute incompetence.
Tough guys, you're not me. There's no one in the world who do what I do. Just like that dude in that shelter in Akron, Ohio, tried to text me talking about, yeah, there's somebody doing this in Mexico. Yeah, that's me, buddy. Are you serious?
It is not you that is duct taping criminals to telephone poles. That's not you. That's another guy dressed as Batman actually doing what you claim you do. Of course, when he is found, he'll probably be arrested as well. But yeah, that's what he is doing. And right now, D's, where I'm at, it's 84 degrees. And after I eat dinner here in a bit, which may be sooner than I suspect, I'm going to the driving range. It's actually pretty nice today.
They know what it is. He watched the videos and he saw it's me. He knew it was me.
Okay.
So you got an agenda when you talk. All these folks want to be super villains. You ain't no villain, bro. You in a shelter. Y'all homeless. Every one of them. Every one of them that want to talk and have an opinion, that want to come around, they homeless.
Okay, Sheriff Consent can set us straight on him not setting foot in the hood. Apparently he did. Totally by accident. He says he went through the hood when he got lost in New York using his GPS. He straight up said, "I ain't gonna lie, I'm scared. I think I might have to run." Oh, come on, hit the button, Rich.
Not a single one of them has a home. They never pay no land taxes, no bills, no nothing. Them folks can never even talk to me. I ain't got nothing to talk to you about.
All right, dinner is ready, so we'll be out of here within the next 5 minutes.
I don't want to talk. Straight up. I'm good. You understand? So yeah, back to grown man business. Like I said, this is a professional environment over here. You understand? We don't do that. We don't, none of that. I ain't talking to nobody like that. You got to have accomplishments. So that's the thing, bro. What are you talking about? What you want?
It would be that quick and easy, Blue.
Come on, bro. I'm a grown man. You understand? Nah, that's not what happened. What do you mean? Who was fronting? Who was pretending? When that happened? Never. Y'all run to the internet. See what I'm talking about with that fake stuff, with this internet stuff, man? What you talking about, bro? See what I'm talking about? Yeah, I told you this is what they do with their time. Like, bro, yeah, miss me with that. So yeah, moving forward, man. I'm the real deal, and they all know it. And you just validated that. See, when you do that, you just acknowledged and admitted who I am. Thank you. Right.
I will absolutely do that. We'll be here for another 3 minutes or so. The curtain is about to come down.
Because it's real. So the whole streets know it's real. People know I'm not playing. You can even see, because when I let people know what it is, like today, and people know I ain't in the mood, people stop honking. People like recognize, like, bro, he ain't playing, bro. Like, no, I'm not. I don't care about no YouTube, bro. Like, for real, bro. I'm not no YouTuber. I'm telling you, bro. I've told y'all 8 million times, bro. Y'all folks have some kind of listening problem. You got selective hearing. Like, keep that up.
That was Batman is Building an Empire. We got a little over halfway through that, and that is all that I have for you on this special Sunday edition of Saturday Madness. I'd like to warmly thank everybody who decided to spend a bit of their Sunday with us here on Negative 43 TV. Programming notes, I don't have any. I should stream at some point during the week. I've just been doing Saturday Madness for about a month now. So yeah, maybe I should do this just a scratch more often. You're welcome, DZ. It was a great time. It always is a great time around here on Negative 43 TV. Yeah, I'll try to go sometime here during the week. I mean, stream. I'm certain that I'm going to go sometime during the week as we know it. So, you know what I'm getting ready to say? So you might as well say it with me. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Richbartone. And until the next time, I'll talk to you.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter's silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence, hovering there I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, where never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand and touched the face of God.